Call me Bucky, niggas lucky that I'm innocent. If I didn't have no morals, I'd be menacing. How a nigga rapping conscious but he ignorant? How he from the hood but still gon' go legitimate? How he fuck a bunch of bitches but they still respect the women? He still rolling this another, he just got the windows tinted. Homie stab me in the back and that can never be forgiven. And my palms been itching, man, I like the superstition. You can't have my phone number unless we running up the digits. Let me meditate, I just need a couple minutes. Tryna low ball me, my cojones to the big ass. Bitch, I get high. I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like yeah. I ain't looking at the clock.
That's killed it.
You made the decision to play Thiago. Klopp doesn't change the system. Since move back left. You don't want to change from the 4-3.
Yo, what's going on, people? We're back again on the Jerry James Show for another episode, man. A little bit of a debate, something a bit more fun. I don't know if it'd be fun, but who knows, man. And obviously with the main man, we've got G Romz-ish in the building. And obviously we've got a special guest today, man. Debut appearance on the show. Happy to have him on. We've got Ensman TV in the building. You've probably seen him in the comments. You've probably seen him streaming on his own platform, doing amazing things over there. So first of all, before obviously I introduce G and Nat, who usually is always late. Big up, man. What are you telling me?
No, big up. No, I appreciate you guys having me on, man. So I've been watching your stuff as well. So I can't wait, man. Listen, I'm here to back the man them. I'm here to argue cases. Let's see in it, because there's certain man that definitely we're not selling.
We'll get into it. Yeah, G. What are you telling me, man? What are you telling me? Late as
obviously, it's late in that. You know what I'm saying? It's all 10:30. I was watching EastEnders, so let's get into it. You know, buy, loan, sell. There's a couple guys that need to be sold at this football club, so I can get back to my EastEnders. What are you guys saying, man?
There's one guy in particular. He's just exempt. We leave him alone, okay? But no, it should be a fun one, man. Looking forward to it.
Something different for you guys, man. Late night vibes.
What are you telling us, man? You're looking comfy right there. Is that the robe you're in? Is that the gown? You're on mute again.
You're on mute, bro.
Robe, beanie, hoodie. It's blitz, bro. It's absolutely blitz. I'm getting comfy. I'm comfy, but there's a couple man in the squad who should not be comfy. Couple man getting hurt out. Come June the 1st, I want to see your bags packed. You see career mode of FIFA when they just, like, as soon as the transfer window hits, they just got their bags at the door and they're out. That's what I want to see. A couple man, number 8, number 15. We'll talk soon. But yeah, man, I'm good. Big up everyone. Big up Ends as well.
Big up.
Obviously, debut streaming that. But go.
Let's go, man. Yeah, big up to everyone in the building. Yeah, so obviously today, guys, what we're going to be doing is going to be something different. So we're going to be going through the squad. And we've spoken about what Klopp should do, what FSG should do, where the problems are in the midfield. We've took it upon ourselves to be FSG for the night, I guess. Be FSG, be Klopp. I mean, put ourselves in that position and say, you know what? In the summer, what do we have to do to help Liverpool overcome this barren run, this kind of rot, stop the rot at the club at the moment in terms of personnel, in terms of the culture at the club. And obviously, there's no better way to do it than by talking about, obviously, who will keep, who will sell, who will loan. But then also at the end as well, we're going to go and give a couple of players that we each individually think, you know what, we need to make those signings and they'll make that big difference. They'll have that Virgil van Dijk impact, obviously, on the team. So we're going to do that, but we're going to need your help in it as well, because when we're going to be putting forward our arguments for who should be sold and stuff, if the argument ain't strong enough, someone in the chat might come up with an argument to go and support a certain individual. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you guys are just as important. So I need you guys active in the comments as always. Yeah, I'm just going to come look at some of the people in the building. We've got Vincent Vega, big up to yourself. We've got K6 times. Mark saying Olise is way too cold. Yeah, that was a crazy free kick. Crazy.
But man walked away like this was like, yeah, man does this, man.
Light.
The center.
Light.
Yeah, it's mad. We got Bailey 19, big up Bailey 19. We got Ravi in the building saying Wagwan lads, big up Smasher like. like Olise smashed United's dreams and got an IKEA draw and subscribe. Big up to that one. We got RJ in the building as well saying road to 1K, please subscribe. Yeah, people, we're on 852 subs. So like that 1K is close. That 1K is close. So listen, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be crazy. We're doing crazy numbers. The target, I'm gonna put it out to you. We want the 1K before the end of Jan. Before the end of Jan, that's what we want. That's what we want. Myself, G, everyone. So we should be able to get that. We got Anfield Road in the building saying big up. We got man like Sadiq Edwards. Big up. We got Demo as well. Demo had to come in. Anytime Curtis Jones is mentioned, Demo pops out of the rocks, man. DJ
Devo's
pops out
here.
of nowhere.
Big up, Devo.
Yeah, we got Scraps in the building. We got Marco. We got Ram in the building as well. And we got Phil Banda. Big up to us. So we've got 26 people. So make sure, obviously, we're getting those 26 likes. Let me just change the banner over there, man. Making sure we're smashing the likes as well. So big up. And let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Before we get into it, man, summarize quickly, man, how dire the situation is in terms of Liverpool and signings and all of that type of thing to kind of bring context into what we're going to be doing. I think that's important.
I think, obviously, man, we all know, man, we've got issues in this squad. We all know that there's players that need to leave, players who've been here for too long. We need some refreshment in this team, man. We honestly need that refreshment, man. We've just become stale. Like, we're like that bread that you left out for just way too long, and now it's just hard, just there for no reason. Like, we need to definitely change up a few bits and bobs at this football club. So yeah, man, I think this will be quite interesting though, actually, to see what everyone's opinions are on certain players, because there are players that we might think, yeah, I want this player to go. But as I was chatting with Enz on Jamie Phillips' show, there's like a couple players that, yeah, you might want to leave, but we need that depth at the same time. Not everyone can just bounce. Do you get what I mean? Like, we know it's not going to be, yeah, we get rid of 10 man and then we're going to bring 10 man in. That's not going to happen. So we may have to look at certain players and think maybe he might have to just stay for another season, even though we might not necessarily want to. And then think, but Rom, stop nodding your head, bro. there's not.
He's like, yeah, my guy's a part of that list.
It's not going to be your guy. I promise you, it's not going to be your guy. But yeah, like I think that's just what it is. Like trying to see, but also it's like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what everyone here thinks about certain players, man. So I'm ready to get into it, man.
Yeah, cool. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. It's going to be interesting. But you know what? Without further ado, we might as well just get straight into it, man. It's a late one. I mean, you've got 27 people in the building. Let's just get into it. Let me just see if I can just share this so people see what we're working with. We're being cutthroat. We're being cutthroat with this one because, and I'll explain it in a minute, our tier list is dead simple. Like, dead simple. Can people see that, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All we've got, people, is keep in green, loan in yellow, and sell in red. There's no in-betweens. There's no keep for a season. There's no see how he does. None of that. We're doing none of that. The bread is either good enough or not. We speak about ruthlessness, being too loyal, all that stuff that surrounds Klopp at the moment. Now, we're different. This consortium, do you know what I mean? The TJS consortium, yeah, it's different. It's different. It hits different. So let's start, man. And let's start with, we might as well start with this man here, man. Adrian.
Bruv, listen, man, please don't have my head early. Yeah,
this one's the easiest one.
Get rid of him now. He's got to go right now. There's no discussion.
No,
but it's the vibes he brings in the team, though.
The cheerleader vibes, the dancing in the
changing
room.
It's not an American sport, bro. We can't have cheerleaders, bro.
I'm played. He's the first to go.
That you got to bounce.
Are you sure? Yeah. All right.
Yeah, 100%.
Should have gone from time ago.
That guy's got a dust, man. You know what? Let's get into the next one, man. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, keep.
Nah, obviously, if he wants to, he needs to get a haircut first. But
we ain't doing that, bro. We ain't cutting his dreads, bro.
A haircut, G.
Those dreads, they're not dreads, man. They're not dreads, man. That's just a matted.
Even a retwist. Once it gets the retwist,
there's no retwist. There's not been an A twist in the first place, bro.
He's doing that crazy man thing at the moment. He's just in his own world right now. So until he settles down,
he plays like he's in his own world as well sometimes, bro.
And what you just said is reflective in his play as well. He's just in his own world, Actually, I'm being harsh. Not the last 2-3 games, but the majority of the season, he's been in his own world. So
Since World Cup, he's been calm, but I
Yeah,
don't
he's
forget.
done
I don't forget his crimes from earlier on in the season because
He was
Napoli,
holding some
bruv,
sun in it, so he's good, man.
he's got blood on his hands, bro. But he can stay. He can stay.
We
he
can't
can stay.
lose that. He normally
Tell him, man,
gets 15 assists
listen,
this
man, ain't
season.
forgot about that Calvin Klein photo shoot that he done, you know. Start chatting shit. I'm going to bring that up every now and again, you know. Him and Van Dijk, if they start chatting shit, them photos are getting leaked. Crazy.
Cool. G, what are the comments saying? Because obviously I can't see. So just put up some of the comments, man. What are the people saying about Trent? Because it's Trent's a funny one, isn't it? Like, look, I'm saying keep, of course. Yeah, I'm saying keep. But let's say someone came in with like a dumb offer, like a dumb offer.
What's
like
a dumb offer, though?
200 M's.
Nah,
but 200 M's, I'd sell every single individual in the team. We got to say something like,
All right,
if someone's
150. Are you shorting him?
nah.
Let's say with that 150,
Nah.
you get a defensive, a
I'm
more
good.
defensively solid.
Nah.
I'm good, bro. What, 15 assists a season normally? Nah, bro. We can't give it
Normally,
Yeah.
normal changes every week, bro.
yeah,
You can
very
reinvent yourself every single day. Every single day, you can be a different person.
Oh,
man.
okay.
This season,
Who's
we
a
got
better
2.
right back than you think that you could go and get?
If I could go
prefer
out and
James.
get like
I prefer James.
Hakimi or something like that, I wouldn't
Hmm.
mind. If I can get
Wait,
that.
who?
Hakimi, if I can get someone like Hakimi, then I wouldn't mind. Too tough, like.
How about a Kimmich?
Is he
How about
that much
Kimmich
better than
and
Trent?
Yeah, I
Is
would
he
have
is he that much better than Trent?
He's not that much better, but if you told me that I'm gonna sell Trent for 150 million, and let's say how much you think a Hakimi would cost you,
Probably like
realistically,
100, like
Probably
100,
100.
110.
you think it'll cost? If you think it'll cost that much, then yeah.
Because
Same age as
it's
Trent.
PSG as well, isn't it? PSG don't need to sell him. They're
Yeah.
never going to be under any pressure to sell him, innit? Unless he goes into the last year of his contract.
I'll be
Hey,
real,
Ron, I beg you chat to your barber, man. That's what Ravi's saying, man. Chat to your barber, bro.
Yeah,
Just fix up that trip.
I'm gonna shout Trent in a bit, but I agree. I don't know if you lot heard what JJ just said, but I heard it because I agree with it. It's gonna hurt feelings, but Reece
Go on.
James, that's just my opinion.
Nah, man.
Oh, okay,
If-
yeah,
if-
but then it
but
depends
Chelsea
on
wouldn't sell him.
No, of course
True.
they wouldn't. But let's say, like, what do you think? Yeah, if you were to sell Trent to someone like I don't know, like whoever, let's say Arsenal win the league and they say, you know what, we're gonna splash on him, yeah, and you go and sell him. Do you think you could get like a Kimmich at right back?
How old is Kimmich?
36.
27?
Nah, he's older than that now.
No, you can't.
Nah, Kimmich is young,
Go and
Yeah,
check that, bro.
late
Go and check it.
20s.
I know he's been
Kimmich
playing
is-
like he's
Hey,
been
chat.
playing
Let
for
me know
100
how old
years,
is
man.
Kimmich, chat, man.
Kimmich is like
He's
27.
been
But he's been about for time.
He
He's been about
was.
for time.
He's 27.
He's not 30. Yeah, he's not
He's
30.
27.
Definitely not 30.
Yeah, but you're gonna swap a 24-year-old for a 27-year-old with no.
Man, I'm saying
Premier League.
28. They're saying he's 28 years old.
No,
No,
he's
I need
28
to
in
go and
February.
check
He's
it.
27. He's
Oh,
27.
Oh,
he's
28.
He's 28.
I'm not selling. I'm not
February,
selling Trent for anything unless it's a dumb figure. I'm not selling Trent.
Yeah, nah. We'll keep Trent. We'll keep
Trent.
Trent. We'll keep
Cool,
Trent.
we'll keep him.
Ali get kept round there, man.
Yeah, the way you just put
Yeah,
that
man,
in.
Yeah,
just-
the way he put it there quickly, I was like, I'm not even debating this one. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no
And
debate
Brighton,
on this one. If anyone in the chat's
Let me
got
ask a
anything to
question though. Would you sell Ali? Obviously he's getting on, and then buy like Donnarumma or something like that.
Nah, I don't think Donnarumma's that good.
Donnarumma don't move me. Like, he's just big.
Yeah.
He's just a lump in it.
But he's mad young, bro. He's been playing first team football since he was 17. I'm just thinking about longevity.
No, I feel you.
Another goalkeeper to come in.
I hear you.
You see, with keepers have that. They could. That shelf life is long, man. They're
Yes,
like that
long,
long-lasting
super
milk,
long.
the one that stays in the cupboard. Like,
It's
you know what I
like
mean?
it's like centre back,
You know about that milk, boy.
centre backs and keepers.
He said that milk, you know.
And it's not in the freezer section. You can get
It's
it
not in
from
the
like-
freezer. You
it's
have to
the
go and
warm
look on the
section, bro.
aisles, boy. Otherwise, you won't see it, bro. You won't see it.
It's near the confectionery aisle.
It's next to the cereal. It's next to the cereal and the snacks in Aldi and that.
Bro, okay, no.
Yeah, but Audi's the dunya, bro. Audi layout is always mad, bro. You see
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
frozen stuff at the front. It's always
Bruv,
a
there's
myth,
pros
bro.
and cons and then everything in life, bro. I take the pros with it, bro. I'm not getting Marks and Spencer or Asda for anything anymore. I got it. As soon as I moved out, my brain was illuminated. I was like, dead. I'm not doing this ever again, man.
Yeah, no, of course. Of
Red
course.
silver light, innit? For real, for real.
Cool.
Who's the next one?
This brother, you know what? Romz, chat to me about your boy.
Yeah,
man.
Romz, this is
I'm
your
not
guy.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
This-
gonna
yeah.
be dead.
I'm
gonna be
out.
mad.
Yeah, no, who are we talking about? Carvalho.
Yeah.
This one.
I'm backing it.
And man, I don't know. I
I'm backing it.
don't know if you saw start of the season, but I was his biggest advocate. I was saying he's going to be Young Player of the Year. That I was
I'm backing
watching, filming for about 6 months and that. But we know what? Yeah, we're cutthroat here, but we know a lot of this blame is on Klopp. It's not really on him, it's on Klopp. But then the games certain games he has come in, he's not really stated his claim like that. But for me, there's no way I'm selling him. No way. Maybe a loan move. I can hear a loan move, but I'm not selling him. I think get him on loan, get him to have games. But then you have to ask yourself, any Prem team, maybe about 2 or 3, actually start him right now. There's probably a handful. So, but I would loan him right now because I wouldn't keep. The only reason why I wouldn't keep him is I don't think he's going to get enough game time, which means he won't be able to develop into the player we need him to. So,
cool.
I'll say loan at the moment. That's my opinion for him. But yeah,
no, I'm backing you on that still because you watched him. I've watched him. I know these guys are kind of going with the recency stuff because I can already see them at it.
Look at JJ smiling.
We go with that recency stuff.
I rate him.
He's a baller, bro. Klopp hasn't done him any justice by playing him out of position for one. And number 2, he's a kid that needs to be playing consistently for you to see the best of him. You can't just... He hasn't played for 4 games and then everyone was expecting him to just turn up and bag bare goal. By the way, he did score as well. But obviously, the guy we're going to come to didn't pass it to him quick enough. So he has got goals in him. The way he moves on and off the ball, he's good. He's a good player, man. But we ain't selling him. I'm backing you on this one, bro. I don't mind the loan. Loan is a good move because of the not playing him.
I agree with everything you man have said. Klopp hasn't done him justice. Like, he's actually a decent player. I think he's better than... I agreed. Like, I think he's better than Elliott. If I was to just get the profile of player and pick a player, if this is 5s and I was like, you got to pick a player in it and forget form, I'm picking Carvalho 100%. 100%. Problem is...
I feel there's a butt coming.
Yeah,
because Klopp, unfortunately, Klopp is still the manager, isn't it? We're FSG, but Klopp's the manager. If he stays, he's just going to go down that route like Jones and that. I can already see it. He's going to play out left. He's going to play in the 8. He's going to be doing that interchanging role, and he's never going to play in the 10. We don't play over 10. And that's his best position, that second striker, that kind of 10 role that he played at Fulham. If he's not going to do that at Liverpool, his growth is going to be stunted, and he's not going to reach that potential. So even if you send him out on loan, it'll be one of those ones where you send him out on loan, he does well, comes back, and then looks dead again. We've seen it with players at Chelsea a lot of the time. They do well. Loftus-Cheek was one. Done proper well at Crystal Palace.
Conor Gallagher
did proper well on loan. Comes back and you're looking at his brother like...
Maybe when he comes back, Klopp is sacked, innit? So we don't know.
Well, we can only dream, my guy.
If we're FSG, then you don't know, innit? You
exactly.
never know.
Yeah, but
we're the new owners, man. We're the new owners. I ain't trying to be FSG. We're the new owners out here. There's a couple of men I'm looking at.
Hold on. Am I the only one that's saying sell, yeah? Am I the only one?
I would
I'm
loan
not saying sell. I'm saying you loan man for the seat. Everything you just said though, Jerry, 100% fact. Because we could loan man comes back, and then it's the same shit all over again.
But
I'm saying loan. No, I'm saying loan for the money though. As in,
I just trying to convince man that
he'll shine somewhere else. He come back. Man are saying, you know what? There's not really a place for you here. But guess what? You was lighting it up at say, I don't know, Fulham or something like that. Let's get a bit more money, bro. We got him for how much?
All right, cool.
Do you know where will be a good move for him? I reckon Leeds will be good because I think in the summer they might lose a couple players. A couple of their players this season are kind of lighting up the Premier League. If they lose a few man this season, maybe like if they lose like a Rodrigo and Aronson or whatever, he could slot in there, do well. One thing I will say about Carvalho, he needs to bulk up a bit. I can't be seeing man just get barred every time he plays.
But you know what?
No, but guys, he's 20 though, guys. He's not a big
but
Danny,
even
bro. At 20, I was bigger than that, bro.
But your genetics is different to his genetics, bro.
It's not even. You know what? It's not even the size. It's not even the size, isn't it? It's just the strength. You can be like Elliott's kind of small, but Elliott don't really get pushed off the ball like that.
Of course he does.
Not like that. Not like that.
Bro.
Bro, man will put an arm on Carvalho. Carvalho's on the floor rolling about. Like he's just blowing away, bro.
Like a lot of players, everyone's under this illusion that he needs to bulk up. No, like you said, he just needs to get stronger, his core strength, and that. Because a lot of players are marketable, but they've succeeded in this league because they don't get bounced off the ball like that. Bro, you can literally poke him and he's just flying, bro. Like he needs to just like get.
But core strength. The thing is, I'll give him the bly on that. I'll say, Gavi is definitely not the same size as Carvalho. Gavi's a bit more stockier.
No, he's
Gavi's a bit more stockier.
No, he's not. Maybe Gavi looks tighter on Gavi, bro, but he's not.
Gavi's stocky still. Gavi's got compared to Carvalho. Carvalho is
Madrid. That brother is not stocky.
I only saw him. G, you saw him at full time, and it was looking a bit big. I saw that.
Man, are saying Carvalho. Man, are saying Carvalho ain't leaving for nothing. Man, saying Bruno Mars.
Bro, yeah. I see him at full time, and I was thinking, right, okay, you're looking a bit bigger than I thought you was. Like, I thought you was a bit smaller than this, but nah, Gavi's he's a bit of a bigger kind of build still. Definitely bigger than Carvalho, 100%. But just loan the brother, man. Just loan.
Yeah. We're saying loan, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry
What's
tried to get
the chat saying loan as well, isn't it? Everyone's saying keep or loan. We'll go loan, innit? I've been vetoed again.
Wait, who said so? Who said so?
I'm feeling like Michael Edwards or Julian Ward, man. Everything I'm proposing is just getting dashed in the bin.
Jerry's trying to get money for transfers, bro, but we ain't doing that right now.
You
no, there's a couple more we're getting to for that, boy.
You'll be sat by now. The top reds will be on you, Jerry.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You're trying to get
day out on that, bro. They'll be dashing you.
They'll be trusting in Julian Ward too much in that, and do you know what I mean? And Michael Edwards, so it's calm.
Bro, look, Klopp could lose 20 games on the spin, but they'll still be saying, JJ, he's the problem. He needs to cut.
All because Curtis Jones is on loan, you know, like that.
Yeah, but this is it, bro. This is it.
He's one of our own lads, bro. One of our own.
All right, let's get to our number 9, man. Darwizzy, as some man like to call him, which I think is an ick, bro. Man call him Darwizzy. He's done nothing izzy to go and earn that name. But Darwin Nunez, innit? What are we saying? It's a keep, innit?
Keep.
It's got to be keep, innit? It's got to be keep.
Guy, man.
It's got to be keep.
Can I ask you guys a quick question?
Sorry, Ed. I just want
Yo,
Dino, look at the camera.
Bro, just move on to the next player, bro. I don't even want to talk about this.
No, we're going to talk about it.
You know, like that. G. Just move on. I'm not telling you.
If I had my way, we wouldn't even have signed him. And if a bid came in for him, I'm definitely just accepting for the sheer fact of it. But
thank you.
If we have to do it this way, then
me and G on the same team with this guy.
I just want to hear why do you guys want to sell him? So the man them that want to sell him, I just want to hear your reasons on why.
Honestly, look,
if he's value, I'll change my opinion. You can sell me.
I didn't say sell him. G saying sell him, yeah.
Obviously, let's put it this way, yeah. He's the type of brother who you don't sign these kind of guys. Like he's not someone that you spend that type of money on who's going to be a mad project for a player that you're not even realistically sure that is going to be of the level required that we need at this football club. Jude Bellingham, from what we can see, he's already a player at a level where you can even at least say he's kind of already there now. Darwin isn't even there now, and at least Jude Bellingham is 19. And you're saying, you know what, I don't mind paying 150 whatever million for him, knowing that he's going to be blah, 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 blah. This is a guy who's coming into a position where we need you to bag. We need you to be kind of on form. Like, forget about this season. Even if we was like doing well, we kind of needed you to be doing a little bit more. He's doing all right now. I'm not saying he's doing shit. I'm not going to go down that far at all. But he's come and replaced players who are of such an elite level. You've come in almost like Vincent Vega saying here, to be honest with you, you've almost come in almost to me like a Werner, where I'm just like, yeah, you're all right, but your style of play, you're unorthodox, you're not easy on the eye, you're missing so many big chances. What are you? This isn't really my kind of player, so to speak. But that's just me, though. That's just the type of players that I like and I would have signed for the football club. Obviously, now he's here, so it just is what it is. Obviously, I'll keep him for next season. Obviously, I won't sell it.
So in the Prem, where's he got? Because obviously we was talking about it before.
5 goals.
In terms of GA, no, bro. We're doing
GA. That's what I'm saying. But this is why are we adding his assist to this?
No, because the only you're going to be talking about, because you can't talk about him in the Champions League. He's got 3 and 6, and in the Premier League, that's the only one you probably have an argument. But he's got
10 already. GA.
No, he's got 5 goals.
No, he's got 5 goals and 2 assists.
Yeah.
He's like 5 goals, 2 assists, or 5 goals, 3 assists, something like that. But in terms of like 13 games,
poor, man.
What?
How many games?
13?
Was he out for 3 games? Did he miss 3 games with the red card?
He's missed 5 games because he missed the Nottingham one because of injury, and he missed. Has he missed another one since then? I'm sure he's missed.
Bro, even that in itself, I'm just like, yo.
Brighton, yeah.
So he's missed 5 Premier League games, and in terms of his GA, you're looking at 7 or 8 in 13.
That's not bad.
In the Champions League, he's got 3 and 6.
Bro, okay, cool. And what did I say?
And the Charity Shield, he got 1 and 1.
Okay, let's put it to you like this, yeah? Then that's like me saying for Salah's stats are dwarfing these kind of guys. But we all know when we watch the game, this brother's not like, bro, Salah. But his stats would make you think in the back of your head, yo, this brother is on smoke. We know he's not on smoke. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Whereas I'm watching Darwin Nunez. Savage said it literally on the other show when we was talking about, like, man, we're watching this guy. Like, we're seeing the missed chances. We're seeing the kind of unorthodox play. So when I'm watching him, he could get better. I don't know. Obviously, hindsight's a wonderful thing. But when I watch this guy, I just look at him and think to myself, you mean there was no other, like, left winger striker that you could have signed him the whole world? Like, you had to
for
go
half the piece, bro.
Can I throw this in there then? Can I throw this in there? Maybe we should blame the coaching team, because obviously
I've been blaming the coaching team.
No, but what I'm saying is his last team got the best out of him. He scored 30 odd goals, bro. So what are we doing any different? Maybe it's us as a club, bro. We ain't.
You got to remember though, he's playing in like, I hear that his man scored 30 goals, and I respect that fully.
Yeah,
man's playing in the Portuguese league. He's the main don in that team, where his aim of, like, his goals, his target for that team was, you are the goal scorer of this team. The team is literally built around you. He's come here. We've had to. It's almost just been stumbled upon, sorry, that you are now almost just the main chaos kind of brother. Whereas the reality is, when he first came in, I don't think it was even really seen like that. I know Klopp wanted to kind of feed him in at first, or him on a sub, blah, blah, blah. Now that we've seen how he plays, and he plays better off the left because we've got better players in those positions, that's why I'm like, I don't even see him as a number 9 at this football club. I see him, he seems like he offers more to the team on the left-hand side as opposed through the middle. But if that's the case, we still need a striker. I mean, then we're going to still need someone to kind of put the ball in the back of the net.
Then though, he only played 2 games off the left. We went back and did the maths, and it's only 2 games. The rest of the time he's played.
Nah, he has not played 2 games off the left. No way.
Dude, go and watch the games back, bro. Go and watch the setup back. He's played the games that you're thinking he played off the left is when we played the diamond and Bobby sat in the middle, and then he allowed Salah and him to play up top. So he looks like he's on the left, but he's just in the left channel. He's not actually playing on the left. And Bobby plays.
Bro, I've got the heat maps right here. I know he's playing.
Yeah, but bro, it's where you're running. Oh, okay, I'll leave it to you. You ain't selling him though.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say, like, I'm not realistically. I'm not going to sell that brother in the summer. He just came the 1 season. Let's see how he goes.
Leave him where he is.
Cool.
And when he starts scoring, don't celebrate though, G.
Bro,
No, G won't.
Listen,
You won't.
You know
the thing about he ain't celebrating. Yeah,
he doesn't celebrate anyway.
I don't celebrate when he scores a 2. I'm like,
unless it's Salah, bro. Unless it's Salah, he ain't celebrating.
Yeah, unless it's Salah. I don't care about these guys.
Cool.
Diaz, what we saying?
Keep, man.
Jerry, what are you saying? Why are you so quiet?
No. Do it. I need to obviously play devil's advocate with some of these players, right? Like, look at what I'm wearing. I'm backing the missus. I'm backing Diaz right now. This is So come on. But let's be honest, yeah. We've signed Gakpo now. We've got Jota. We've got Nunez. We've got Diaz. All players that play on the left. Carvalho plays on the left as well. I mean, Nunez obviously might play down the middle. Jota might play down the middle sometimes. But we've got so many forwards now, yeah? Is there not an argument to say that depending on who pops off kind of next season, like up until January, one of these forwards might leave? Because I can't see Gakpo or Diaz or Jota being content by being second or third fiddle.
But at the same time, don't we have 4 competition, or are we just looking at Premier League and the Champions League? I hear that. And in an ideal world, 100%. But look at Salah, look at Verge. When you're that main guy, you want to play every single game. When you're doing this rotation things, it means that you're not really rated. You're one of a bunch, isn't it? And I don't know, personally, I'm thinking from my perspective, if I was a player, I'm thinking, like, if I was Diaz, I'd be thinking, I'm coming in to replace Mane, essentially. I'm going to take that mantle. Yes, I'm injured, but they've gone and signed another winger just because I'm injured.
Thing is though, JJ, they're all injury prone, though, isn't it? At least once every season, Jota will be out for 1 to 3 months. Diaz has looked like himself that he's going to pick up injuries. Like, they always find a way to get game time because they're never all fit at the same time. Even last season, we had like a bit towards the end where they were all fit, and we're like, right, we got depth, but then they got injured again.
But I was going to say that, Ish, and when they all were fit at the same time, it's only for a good 2-3 weeks. Then it's like one in, one out. Do you know what I mean?
You get like 2 games in a row, you're like, yeah, this is sick. Then in one game, you'll lose 3 of them, and it's just like, right, this is what they're made of. But
I hear
I think we need to keep as many of them.
As a player, you're going to believe in your own ability that, I could be elsewhere starting every week instead of just being a rotation player. I hear that, but yeah,
wouldn't that be for Romz? Wouldn't that be better for us then if they're all going to compete? Because that means people going to
all of their level will naturally raise. So I hear that. I 100% hear that. But JJ does have a point. If let's say in the ideal world they all do stay fit for a sustained period of time, they'll get upset because they'll be like 1 minute. I believe my ability. I could play elsewhere regularly, starting every week. So it's kind of a catch-22.
But then look at their ages as well. Look at the ages. It's not like they're proper season pros. So Gakpo's 23, Jota, where's he? 25. Diaz is the same age. So they're in that moment where there can be a bit of rotation until someone mark that spot.
But think about it. What age did we sign Salah, Mane, Gini Wijnaldum, like all these players? Like
24, 25.
I know Gakpo's a bit younger. He's 23. But even Gakpo, you're talking about someone that played regularly in the World Cup, right? For a Holland team. They done decent. He scored goals. At PSV, he was their captain at times. And he was playing regularly as well. And he was playing in Europe. Yeah, it was Europa League, but he was playing consistently. Now, to go to a team, and if next season he's only played 20 games, right? Because we're trying to rotate, or like 15 games, that's not going to be good enough. Like, he's going to be looking at that naturally and be like, look, I've got to bounce. Now, yeah, you can say they're trying to go and spur them on. But naturally, if one person's just popping off, and you know how Klopp is with his favourites. If Klopp's got his favourite, he's like, I'm running with you no matter what. Like, we know on the weekend, yeah, Elliott's played well on the right wing in the last game.
Yeah.
Salah's starting.
But this was the reason why we did so well last season, because we had such a good squad and we were rotating well. So,
but think about the wingers that we had.
But it doesn't mean that these guys didn't want to push each other to get in the first team. It was just the fact that, like what you said,
even if Minamino's pushing, deep inside yourself, Minamino knows if I go somewhere, I know I'm not going to be a starter like that. That's why they're comfy. Origi knows I'm going to stay like Ox, Origi. They know if I'm going somewhere, I'm not going to go and be a starter. The likes of Gakpo and Diaz and Jota, they can easily be there and be like, you know what? Diaz, I could be at Arsenal. I could be pushing for a starting place easy. I could start.
I think Klopp is conditioned us in this way, because I like what Savage is saying in the chat. He's like, Man City has never had that problem, bro. They've got world-class man sitting on the bench. Where we've got this Klopp mentality where, as long as I got a strong starting 11, and then maybe a half a man that could probably come on but not take the spot, I'm happy with that. Nah, bro, you need top players to replace top players. You can't be taking off a good man and then the levels drop when you put on the next man.
Because then JJ in the same breath, when them starters do get injured, we're like, "Bro, is this what we have to come on?"
And then you're playing Ox at left wing and madness like that, bro.
Please.
That's issues playing there.
Allow me. But you're going to be surprised when we get to it. When we get to it, we'll be surprised at what I'm saying.
Sorry, bro.
We'll be very surprised.
Cool. Well, obviously, I'm still gonna keep him. I just obviously had to discuss that because that situation is going to be obviously interesting. The next one's man of the match from yesterday, arguably. It's this man here, man.
I want to sell it. I'm joking.
What are we saying?
Do you know what? I would loan him if he's not going to play on the wing.
Literally that.
Yeah.
Because if he's going to play in the wing, it's cool.
Him in that 8 role, Lord have mercy. I can't be seeing it anymore. I can't. But what I saw last night, yeah, and I've not been his biggest fan. Been very critical of Harvey, but what I saw yesterday, yeah, man. And you even saw it against United in pre-season, like that little cameo. Yeah. He was linking up well. Do you know what I mean? So, but it's just annoying because we just know what Klopp's going to do next. But play him off that right, and I actually think he'll do very well, and he actually has a future here. But if he plays in that midfield three, I don't think he has a future here. Similar to the Carvalho situation.
Yeah,
you know what it kind of reminds me of?
Go on, bro.
Go on then. No, I was going to say, it kind of reminds me a bit of when we had Shaqiri. Like, Klopp's just trying to force him into this position where he's not really best in. Like, we know where he's best in. When he plays in this role, like we saw yesterday, like he actually balled out. But it's another one. It's a kind of the same as Carvalho. Like, we would keep him if we were the managers, but because we know what Klopp's like, it's like, what's the point kind of thing? Like, this is the number 8.
This is why it's so difficult because, like, you got a manager who's just like stubborn in his way of thinking. So he's gonna have his loyal team. This guy's not gonna rotate. This guy's gonna play the same guys week in, week out. As long as there's no injuries, the same players will just keep playing. Especially if they hit some type of run of form. So it's like it's difficult. Like Man City, Bro, it doesn't matter if they won the last 10 games in a row. I promise you, they've had at least 6 different team sheets in that period of time. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it doesn't matter about your form. There might be a couple, man, obviously, Kevin De Bruyne's and your Haalands and stuff like that who might always play, but the rest, they all get chopped around. But, bro, Foden was on a good run before he got dropped. I was like, right, why is Foden, like, I got him in my fantasy Premier League, the brother's dropped, he played the last game and scored. Like it didn't even make sense, but that's just, again, as you say, it's just how they do it, like.
Listen, we've gone into games and seen Kevin De Bruyne on the bench against top teams in the game. You're like, rah, he should be starting.
Exactly.
Like, no, we got other man then that's good enough to play. And if we need him, we'll draw for him.
There you go.
Spirits are saying, obviously, Harvey's the next Messi. Vincent saying, keep Harvey. Heron saying, keep Elliott, at least for effort in different positions. Fab, Elliott, and Thiago, all different styles.
Nah, because if we sign new midfilders, like if we do actually sign new midfielders, that brother is not touching that midfield position at all. Yeah. Like. So as En said, if he's not going to play right wing, you might as well just load him out.
Load him out, man.
Gio saying, you LFC don't understand Elliott yet. He'll become your talisman.
But Gio, shut up, bruv.
I don't know about talisman. I don't know about that one.
Do you understand Klopp? That's why we're saying what we're saying. Do you understand Klopp? Because, bro, he will be no talisman.
Do you know what it is, though? Mentality-wise, I actually get what Gio's saying. Because in terms of his mentality, like, and I know it's mad we're saying that. I know G's signed and we're talking about those.
No, I hear it. I hear it.
But you know, in and around the squad, you need some of those intangibles. So obviously, if certain players are leaving, right? So obviously, you've got Milner, a certain number 14. Do you know what I mean? A certain number, whatever he is, number 12. Is that number 12? Yeah, I mean, all these people that brought vibes into the team, right? He's one of them players. He's one of them players that
number 2
now, by the way. I know he's not born in Liverpool, but he's a scouser, isn't he? He's like a fan playing for the club, and sometimes you just need that in.
I like that.
Because I don't think like yesterday. I don't think we're scoring a goal if it wasn't him. Just out of pure passion, like when I was deep in the goal the other day, like today, and that goal, I'm not gonna lie, it was washed. He should have gone and played the pass into Keita. He should have played the pass into Keita so much earlier, but he didn't. And he's kicked it, but he didn't even ras it into the net. It was kind of like a lob chip.
It kind of scooped.
It's like I said, the keeper was just out of position. If the keeper was just in the right position,
I've watched that in slow mo, but that was a finish, bro.
Yeah. Nah, but watch the goal, like watch it in full and watch where the keeper thought he was going to play that pass to that Jerry's talking about.
The keeper because trying to anticipate that pass into Keita. Because it don't come, he's just gone and whacked it, and it's like
just whacked it.
Like, he went in.
Hey, Milner told him to shoot still, so we'll give Milner credit for that one.
Yeah, exactly. Give Milner credit. But look, I mean, he got the goal, but I don't know. Maybe keep him in the squad. I don't know. Savage not having it same man discrediting his goal. No, I'm not discrediting.
Nah, Savage, go back and watch the replay, bro. Like,
no, we done the watch along for it, bro. We did see the goal, man.
Bro, I promise you.
I saw Enzman and Savage screaming.
Bro, when he shot that goal, at first I was like, right. Then when they showed the replay, I was like, because I was so baffled. Like, look, you know what tells you that the goal was even Fugazi? Look where the keeper's standing. That should even just give us.
Why was he so far off his line? That's what I don't understand. I don't understand how he's so far off his line.
This is where I think we're slightly discrediting it, because I need to now watch the goal again. Yeah, the keeper is way off his line. He's in a mad position, but even the way Elliott strikes it, he kind of comes across the ball. I think we need to give him a bit more.
No. The shot in itself, that was calm. Like the shot wasn't dead. Like, I'm not saying it was like obviously Jerry's saying, but I'm not saying the shot itself was dead. Look what the keeper does first. His first action of that shot before it's even taken is to move forward because he's cutting out that pass. If Naby Keita runs onto that ball, keeper's clarting him. But because he doesn't play that pass, he keeps going, and he goes that extra yard, and he then rasses it. Keeper's already on, like, the fact that the keeper's standing there should just give everyone the biggest indication that he shouldn't be standing there. Like, why would he be standing in that position for a shot? And the ball's on this side of the pitch. That wouldn't even make sense. Like, why would you be standing there? The ball didn't swerve. It's not like it did a mad swerve and then he went this way. Bro, the ball went straight.
It's not even like, like when you're in play, right, and you're breaking down teams, and we've seen it, like Coutinho used to do this all the time, right? You get the ball, you get a yard and you ras it, innit? Like, that one's like, oh, cool. Like, you had to catch it on properly. Like, Elise's free kick, keeper's on his line. Like, if the keeper's on his line, the keeper's catching that ball and bouncing it off the ground and playing on, and that's what my argument is. But like you said, shout out to Milner, because Milner, obviously, when I looked at that goal again, Elliott were even looking up. Elliott didn't look up to go and check if the keeper's off his line. Like, Milner's actually must have went and told him, big up for Ensman saying it, Milner must have told him, shoot. So he's just going to be like, I'm just going to ras it. Like, do you know what I mean? And he's kicked it in. Good goal regardless. Like, we weren't going to score a goal if it wasn't him, as I've said. But
maybe I just don't like this Liverpool team in general. There's a lot, man. I'm just looking at them, just thinking, I don't like you at all, bro. But I think it's Klopp, though. Klopp, the way Klopp moves, like, it's why I don't like it.
Would say keep him, but I think
I'm keeping Elliott.
Keep him because
only because of our managers, you loan him.
That's what I'm saying. You loan the brother. You have to.
Hold on. I hear what you're saying, but because we know who Klopp is, you have to loan him. Because keeping him, you're just gonna keep seeing him not progress, and it's not his fault. It'll be.
All right. So hold on, yeah. So Endman has said keep. I've said keep. It's just
I'm saying keep. Also, man, think about the homegrown quota as well. Like, we need to keep a few of these English man.
Yeah,
like, we can't just be letting Bear man go like that.
And
he's one of them. I'm like, he's definitely not a problem, isn't it? He's not a problem.
I love
that. That's what swayed me. That's what swayed me.
I love the numbers we have on here as well, because even if like it's the majority vote, like it's 3v2, me and you.
Facts.
He has to stay now.
Do you know the craziest thing with this?
I hate you all in
I don't know if you man play Football Manager, but it's the most difficult thing to try and get that quota sorted.
Trust.
Yeah, bro. When you get like too far into the seasons and that, now it's all getting difficult and that. Especially for your youth
players to make up the numbers. Something crazy. Yeah, man. Trust. Next one on the list, man. You've got Flacco, the lighthouse, with no light, with no bulb.
Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man.
Get out of here, man.
Obviously, I'm gonna lose anyways, but I would keep him still.
See you later.
You keep him, yeah?
Yeah, man. I think
we can do better. We're getting him.
No, because I'm seeing the players that we are gonna lose, and I'm like, there's too many men we're letting go, to then bring in a whole new midfield. So you just need to keep these men around, just maybe for one more season, and then, you know what I mean, move him on. But
big man thing, I'd rather keep Milner.
Knowledge.
I'd rather keep Milner for another year.
But you can't get rid of too many. Can't get rid of too many of the Samba Donnies, bro.
But that he's an Uber driver, man.
Wait. I just think what you said. You rather keep Milner.
Bro, I'd rather keep James Milner for another year.
I'll
tell you why. No.
I wouldn't have
tell you why.
Like at the club, yeah.
But you're trolling.
I'll tell you why. We can get 40. I'm saying we still got FSG in this scenario. Yeah, we can probably finesse like 40 to 50 mil for Flacco. I reckon we can maybe get our money back from like a Barca maybe.
It's about 50.
Busquets is leaving. We can get. They're looking for a new DM. Frankie goes, whatever. We can get a bit of money for him. At the moment, he's offering no more than Milner's offering in our midfield. I don't think I'm being unfair by saying that. Bro, get the P's in, put that towards another midfielder. Keep Milner for another year as one of the experienced dons. Don't really play him. He can be like 4th, 5th, 6th choice, whatever. But Flacco needs to go, man. The levels dropped too much.
I guess you know what's mad.
I can't accept that. I can't accept how far his levels dropped off this season, man. It's mad.
No, you're speaking facts. I think it all depends on how many players are we actually signing, because it's all well and good saying, yeah, sell this guy, loan this guy, sell this guy. But as you said, one, we got to keep man for the homegrown thing. And two, as N said, like, we could sell him. I hear that. But even if Jerry, like as you said there, we're getting a replacement, that's even worse then. Why would you sell him? You can't buy a replacement, because then who's going to replace the replacement? Did you get now we're in that same cycle of like, now you're in the exact same position. So it's like, you might have to keep that.
Feel like, obviously there's a certain player, we'll talk about him quickly, but like Bajcetic, yeah? We're rating him. Everyone's saying that there's an argument to say he starts against Chelsea, right? Yeah. If we're rating him, why not? Why isn't he like the guy? Like, yeah, cool, he's our number thing, and we get someone that's more mobile and can have more games, because right now Fabinho's getting injured way too much, and when he's coming back, he's dead anyway. How many games?
He's actually shit. He's a shit player now.
So are you saying Bajcetic, but also buy another?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were just saying
we need like 2-3 midfielders.
Anyway. I'm saying I want to replace him anyway. So if I'm going to replace him, I understand Bajcetic was already there, and I'm rating him in terms of like, look, we're not going to go from, do you know what I mean, low level to the top level straight away, right? So why not have that Bajcetic there, like as you said yesterday in our stream, where you said you can come in and play those those lower games or whatever.
Yeah.
But then you have the likes of like we went in for a Tchouaméni in the summer. Like, do you know what I mean? That means game time would have been limited for Flacco. Like that's where I would have seen if you're spending 80, 90 million on a midfielder.
I don't even think it would have been for Flacco. I think it would have been for Henderson. And
what do you think he's playing advanced? You think he's?
I think he would have played in. He would have gave him the 8 because that's what he played before he went to Real Madrid. It's only at Real Madrid he's been playing in the pivot.
Yeah, but he looks very good in that pivot though.
No, because he has the ability to play in those positions. He can play.
I think he would have done both for us. He would have done both.
Potentially.
Same way Genie would done some games in the 6, some games in the 8. I think he would have been that guy.
Some games in the 6 when we had injuries, man. It was never like he done. You know, like if everyone was fit, if everyone's fit, where's Tchouaméni starting in our midfield? Are you telling me it's in the 8?
Yeah, it'll be the 8. It'll be the right 8. It'll be the right 8.
You would.
If it wasn't the 8, I wouldn't want them.
But JJ, say this season happened how it happened and Flacco's form fell off a cliff like it did. Klopp would have been like, yo, Tchouaméni, get in the 6. Hendo's, get in the 8. Or Elliott. Yeah, I think Elliott would have been done better if we had a Tchouaméni in the 6 and someone who could actually like cover the spaces.
I think he just would have played both. I think it depends on the fixture. I think Klopp would have put him in the 8 and the 6.
Because remember, we would have signed him in the summer as well, wouldn't we? And then we wouldn't have had anything to justify selling Flacco just yet. So he would have been like, he's my DM. You can go in the 8, and then Thiago could be the other guy.
Yeah, fact.
I think he predominantly would have been in the 8, but again, let's say this season's gone how it does, and Fabinho's fell off. Then, like Ish said, he would have went straight into that 6.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's vote, man. G, what you saying? You're saying keep, yeah?
You talk about Flacco?
Yeah.
Nah, I'll sell him.
You're saying keep, yeah?
Yeah, man. Someone has to help the players out.
Romz.
Sell.
Keep or sell? Sell. All right, so that's 3 sells anyway. Ish. Honorary.
He's bouncing, bro. Get him out.
What did you say, Jay? What did you say, JJ?
I want him to go, man. I want the Uber to get sent back to Brazil. That's why he needs. You see what Suarez is doing for Gremio? Yeah, that's
I'm taking notes still, guys. I'm taking notes. So when he has one of those mad performances,
but when's the last time you've seen one? I think only City this season. I think only the City game this season he's had a good game.
Bro, I don't even count that game for any. I don't even want to hear about anybody who had a good game against City because it just seems like that's the only game.
Bro, also, we were playing low block as well. We were playing low block at home as well. Everyone played well because we fucking had 10 men behind the ball.
Villa, he played decent. I have to back him on that one. I think he had a decent game against
Villa. Recent.
Thank you.
You had a good game against Villa.
I think it was meaty.
So we've just made 2 games out of the 15 that we had this season.
Okay, if you're going to do that, then G, you can say that we can look at over his last 2-3 years, bro. He's been performing very well. So you can't just say because of his last few games.
Nah, because he started declining from last season. Last season, he wasn't.
Okay, but what about the 2 years or 3 years before that?
Yeah, but look how far you've had to go back to find how.
I'm going by your guidelines, bro. You're talking about his recent game. I'm just saying he's had more good games than bad games, bro.
He's had more bad games than good games. Then I'll say that much. Then.
You know what Ensman is? Ensman's like, yeah, like you're going out and that, and you'd be like. Getting out to a rave or whatever, and you'll be like, "Yeah, there's this thing I saw like 5 years ago, bro. I can't wait. I heard she's going."
That's what I'm saying. Like 5 years ago,
I saw her recently, bro. Like I saw her recently. Like she's not that girl anymore. Like she's not that girl. And then
bro, she got pregnant. She had 2 kids already. Like she's not really looking good right now.
Trying to say because the man's got a kid now. He's just washed now. We can't do that, bro.
But I'm not saying all women are like this. By the way, big up to all the women out there who are pregnant. I'm just saying some obviously. I'm saying just fall off the bandwagon. Piece like.
No, someone has to protect the players, man. That's cool. We got outvoted. It's all good.
Cool.
Who else?
Everyone knows where Ensman stands.
Ish, we need to brace ourselves. Who's
that? I can't even see it.
Si, senor, Mr.
Is that Bobby?
I got this guy's nickname on the jersey this season, bro. This hurts.
This season one. Romz. I'm not gonna lie. What did you say? This season's one.
Yes, bro.
This season's top.
But I bought it on the stream. Season 9 on this season.
You were backwards, didn't it? You were backwards after one game. I remember.
No, you're you know what? Just give that back.
That's number 8, bro. That's number 8 and number 14. Don't do Bobby like that.
But Bobby's been playing well though, guys, man. We can't do him like that.
Yeah, but bruv, it doesn't matter, man. It's too late to apologize. Shout out to Timberland and One Republic. It's
Big
done.
tune.
It's done. It's
That
done.
tune's hard. That tune's hard, bro.
The big
That's
tune.
when Timberland was in his bag them times, bro. He was in his bag.
That's when he was with
That's
Nelly
mad.
Furtado as well, and they were just telling him.
They were telling him, man,
The problem with Bobby,
Wait,
Is
oh,
that-
sorry, G. This is just a little segue because me, G, Jerry, Ish will speak out earlier. At 1K, when you don't get us to 1K before end of January, we got something special for you. That's all I'm gonna say. You got something special for you.
Yeah.
oh yeah, shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember?
What was I gonna say? Yeah, now Bobby, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like, nah, man, this sentimental thing actually bugs, man. I don't even care how you've been playing this season. You know, like I'd actually just sell you still. I would actually just get rid. I'd actually just.
I've seen a lot of sell Bobby. You man,
Yeah, bro. Like,
Because
because it's like one of the it's as Jerry just said there, bro. It is literally, if you're reading this, it's too late. Like it's too late now for you to be telling me, oh, okay, yeah, like you're doing something. And you got to remember, Bobby's a purple patch player. At the end of the day, like it's not sustainable. Like, and again, what he's done for Liverpool during his time here, yo, solid. Man's not gonna just. Maybe I said that a bit too harshly. I'm not gonna just dash him out, but. If I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, right, I can renew his contract for another, what did you say, Ish? What were they looking at?
He was saying 2025. I'm not sure about that.
Bro. That's enough.
2020. So,
See,
okay,
if it's me, I'm doing a year rolling thing, and you gotta take less money as well. You can't be all earning.
Yeah, I think he was taking less money regardless. I think he was looking to take that. But I'm looking at it and I'm just thinking, I don't know, man. It just depends on if he's happy with the role. If he's happy with the role, maybe he knows the team. But if Klopp's going to play that way...
That's a spot in the squad. That's a spot in the squad.
Nah, man.
But then you got to fill that with someone then.
You know,
yeah, but that's the point. That's the point, isn't it?
So this is what I'm saying. It just depends on who we're looking to sign, if that makes sense. So if I knew, okay, like the players that in my mind who I want us to sign, then yeah, can't sell it.
This is with a heavy heart, but like, I drive you to the airport. I come visit you once in a while in Brazil and that, but we have to sell him still. But then obviously when he retires, we got the coaching role for you here. You're you know when you have that saying when someone's about to leave, but you're welcome.
You're always welcome.
You're welcome anytime, literally. But he has to. This hurts, but he has to be sold. I'm deep in it, man.
Why? I don't think he has to be. So I don't. You man are saying he has to. Like he's like a bad.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
He's not really. But
I see. You know what I've noticed though? I see there's an agenda on the Samba guys, bro. I'm seeing we're gonna put Bobby up there now.
Do what's the maddest thing, Ends? Yeah, is that these Samba man? They're not even real Samba man.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like
Bobby Samba.
Bobby, don't do Bobby like that. Don't do Bobby. That's all I can hear, man.
No.
Like that.
Ish. In the grand scheme of things, when you're talking about real Samba boys, there's
Bobby can't chat to them.
I'm trying to hear that. Can't chat to them, man.
Prime Bobby can. Prime Bobby, you man are forgetting, sir. You man are forgetting.
Chat to Ronaldinho, the Neymars, and that.
No, whoa. Yeah, there's level. Obviously, there's level. You man are talking about him like he's Joe Linton or something.
Prime Samba.
Bro, but you man are talking about him like he's Joe Linton from back in the day, or like flipping.
No,
or some shit like that. Bro, Bobby's a real tech man, you know. But he's not obviously not on Neymar levels, but Bobby obviously is a bit washed now. He is washed now. I'll admit he is a bit washed now, isn't it? But he's got Samba in his feet though. He's still got Samba in his feet, but I wouldn't send him, man. I keep him for another year.
John II saying Bobby the preacher. We got Jamrock saying, I don't care if they want to ounce. Tell Bobby to bounce. Do you know what I
mean? We need to keep. Listen, we need to keep Bobby's for the christenings and the long paragraphs.
Have you not seen on his Insta, bro, Romz? He's there doing the sermon.
The piano and that as well, bro.
Romz, if you're saying keep, I'll back it. But if you're not gonna say it, then I don't know.
No. I'm saying it hurts. It hurts, but I'm selling him now for the betterment of our club.
You're a snake, bro. You're a snake. You don't love him like I do, bro. You don't love him like I do.
Not having it at all.
You know what it is? You got to realize, bro. Like, let's be honest with this whole team. Bro, this team is fucking stale, bro. Like, this team is actually genuinely shitty stale, bro. So it's like there's a bag of man here who man's looking at and thinking, bro, if I could sell all of like most of you, If I didn't know how football works and how dynamics of football work, like
Yeah.
just sell you and just bring in everyone new, then of course. But bro, if I could do that, bro, there's a bag of these players. You can't stay
that's what
here,
I'm saying though. That's what
but
I'm saying.
Bobby's
Some of
one
these
of them,
man in
though.
the
Bobby's
some of
one
these
of
man in the squad, but to me though, some of these man in the squad are like problems. Like I actually can't stand to look at you in the Liverpool shirt anymore. Like,
Of
it's
course,
like that.
of course.
For me,
of course.
Bobby's
No,
not like that. Bobby doesn't
Bobby's
really
still
stink out
bearable.
the gaff when he plays. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
If we can reduce your minutes and your P's and or 1 year rolling contract, bro, for me that's calm. That's calm.
Like,
There's
G,
other man
actually-
who I will actually pack your bag so you can leave right now
G,
today.
you might
You know,
put me
I
at
just
my-
dislike this team. I actually just dislike. I've come to terms with it. I actually just don't like this team at all. I actually
G,
just don't like it.
you might put me out my misery, but like you see, you wouldn't look at a Bobby how you'd look at a Nunez or an Ox or a Naby, would you? He's still bearable. Like you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Okay.
if-
Yeah.
Like,
If you're putting him up
let's say you had
against
a
them,
party.
man, then
Let's say you
yeah.
had a party, yeah. You don't mind if he was the +1. Where if Milner and that, would
Yeah,
have
yeah.
no, you're not coming
Like,
in.
yeah, you know, like you can't bring that, bro. You can't bring it. But Bobby, yeah, you could be that's calm. You could be the +1. I don't mind
That's
that.
literally what he is. Yeah.
So you
He's
keep
vibes as well, man. He's got the best song. He does a little
know what? Fuck
karate
it
kick
then.
in
Fuck
that
it.
as
You
well.
know what?
He's
Keep him for
vibes,
one
man.
season.
He's
Go on,
vibes.
keep him for one
Hey,
season.
Romz,
You know
back
what?
it,
Yeah,
man.
it's
Keep him, man.
We'll keep him.
Yeah, keep him, bro.
My
Hold
God.
on, so everyone's saying
That's it.
keep him.
Yeah,
Is that
bro.
what we're saying?
We argued the
Hey,
case.
keep man
We're
up.
keeping him now.
Hold on, so we're keeping a dusted Brazilian, bruv.
Jay,
That
we
should be in
are-
Saudi
we
Arabia.
No,
argued the
Flacco's going.
case.
Flacco's going.
Right.
Flacco's going.
We argued the case.
JJ,
and
we
we're
need to
keeping
keep
him.
the faith, man. The Christians, the long psalm.
Hey,
Bro,
hear what I'm
kids
saying,
are
though,
getting
John?
born
There's no
cheap,
bag,
bro.
bags of goals that Salah's got that we can have this conversation again. Until we see that conversation, I don't want to hear no talk about Salah.
Bro, Salah and his 7 league goals, bro. Allow me, bro.
What?
Allow me. Salah and his 7 league goals, bro. Listen. Because it's going to get spooky when we
Hey,
get to
let's
number
move on to the
11.
next player, man.
When we get to number 11, it's going to
I'm
get
with you,
spooky, bro.
bro.
It's going to get spooky. Yeah, I'm
Let's
looking
move
at
to the
you,
next
bro.
player.
I'm
Let's
looking
move
at
to the
you, G.
Let's move to the next player.
JJ's
Yeah,
best
yeah.
Let's
friend.
move on.
Nah, bro.
Henderson.
Why?
Um,
Nah,
Put him
bro.
straight.
Nah,
Hey,
Who's
nah.
who is that? Who is that? Is that Gomez?
Yeah, man. Listen, English
yeah, bro.
quarter. English
Tell.
quarter, bro. We need to keep still.
See, this is why it's throwing spanners in the works, because of this quota thing. That's what's
Yo,
throwing
keep,
spanners
man.
in the works. Otherwise,
And-
I'm
and
still
let me
down.
ask you
on the
this.
quota.
Let
Bun
me
the
ask you
quota.
this, and let me ask you this. If
Go on,
he
of
was
course.
not English, are you keeping him?
Nah, okay.
Bro,
Here's the
this
thing.
is the player. Sorry to
Yeah.
tell you, this is the player
Go
I
on.
fought tooth and nail for with JJ. And JJ told me months in advance, he's done. I was
I
backing
told man
him
in the
to
summer,
put-
man didn't want to hear.
He
Nah,
actually
that
did.
really
AJ actually did.
Every player has that significant performance where it takes them to the next level, or you're just
Mhm.
done. After that Napoli performance, I'm sorry, bro, it hurt, but that was a
So was
career
the whole
ender.
team. The whole team was.
But
dead
he's
as
not
well
even
in
that,
game.
Rums. He's had a bag of them games. Even like West
Yeah.
Ham gave away the
Okay.
penalty. Luckily,
No, but I'm
Alisson
saying
saved
for
it.
me,
Can I
I'm
say-
saying for me, that was the one for me.
That
Can
was
I ask
yeah,
you? Can I ask you guys a
he's
question?
dusted.
Who,
He's
who
dusted.
wasn't he the one that him and Virgil was just locking off the whole defense when we won the Premier League?
That's what I said, JJ. That
Hold
was
on,
my
hold on,
excuse.
hold on.
Bro,
That was
that's
my-
Then-
3
then-
years ago.
then-
That's 3 years
no,
ago,
no,
bro.
no,
That's one
Then-
season.
Then he got that knee injury
after
that
Wake
took him
had
out
an
for a
injury.
whole year. No, then he had a knee injury that took him out for a whole year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
That's
cool.
not-
Then we
injury's
bought,
not my
then we
problem.
bought Kanate.
yeah.
Yeah. And then Matip somehow decided he never wants to get injured anymore. So it was hard for
Yeah.
Joey to get back in the team and play consistent football.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah,
had
but
a
that-
consistent run in the team. So how
Yeah,
can
but
we
then-
judge a
but
man
then-
where he doesn't play for 5 games, plays 1, and then doesn't play for another 5, and then we're rating him on the 1 game he comes in and plays
No,
here or
but-
there?
But Matip can do that. Ibu can do that.
I've seen him go and have a game, and then he starts the next game, and then he bozos himself off out in that next game. I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. He was
So is
supposed
the
to be
whole
air-
team, bro.
No. Hold on. How old is Gomez? He's going to be 26 at
25?
the end of this season. He's going to be 26 at the end of the season. Yeah, at the end of the season, he's going to be 26. My man, we bought Verge at that age. He was supposed to be the heir apparent to Verge. He's nowhere near that level. Phillips looks better than him when he comes in. I'm sorry. He's from round the ends. He's from round the bits. It's done.
The problem with him is that he's
you
got
guys-
where he's got to this age now where he hasn't developed that much. Yes, obviously injuries have obviously played a massive part, but unfortunately, this is football. Man, don't really care about your injuries like that. Like,
Can I ask you a
it
question?
is what it is.
Do you
After
guys
you-
think
after you
if we
then-
didn't have him, would he have won? Would he have? Do you not think he's contributed enough in terms of the success we've had over those years?
Yeah, of course he has. But I do think this is where Klopp comes into it as well. Like, there should be a point that Alex Ferguson was the best at this. Thank you very much. I will find you a good club, but it's time for you to go. Keep it moving, keep it
Man,
rolling. For me, Gomez just signed a new deal as well. We're in a
That's
good
what-
position
No,
to
he's
sell
staying,
him.
bro. You
We're
know
in a
he's
very
staying.
good position to sell him.
That's the segue.
I would
onto
tell
my
him.
question.
I'll tell
That's
him
the-
still.
That's the segue onto my question. Ish. This is a question for all of you. Yeah.
Mm.
Do you feel when he signed that contract, Klopp and the club generally saw him as a future, or was it just to preserve his resale value? And
But
they
Klopp
know
saw him
in
for
the
the future. The club saw for the resale value.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't
Yeah,
even think it's a future
yeah.
thing. I
What?
don't think it's a future
What?
thing. I think he just niced him. You
Nah,
know when you open a pack of polos and that, and you're on the block, and it's like, oh yeah, have
Yeah.
some, and you give him half of the pack. That's
Oh,
what it was. He
JJ,
just busted.
JJ,
Man,
you know
didn't have
back in the
peas.
day,
Chicken and chips.
Yeah,
You
we
know-
all were
you know-
there.
You know, I've got a pound, bro. I've got a pound, and
Two
it's like,
rings and
raw, like
shit.
you ain't got
Can-
a pound,
can-
but you're my boy. I'm like, yeah, I'm busting you. He
Can
got
I ask
busted,
you?
and
Can I ask you? What do you
That's
guys think of
mad.
how he played in the last game? Then, how do you guys think he played in the last game?
Wait, Rich, what?
No.
The
In
Wolves
terms
game.
of the last game,
Yeah.
like as I said,
He's all right.
in terms of how we've been, I'd play the same team that played, so that would include Gomez. But when we're talking about whether Gomez should stay at the club or not, doing what? You've got Konate.
Give him a run in the team, bro. Give him a run.
Konate, that's your senior now. Matip's way ahead of you in terms of.
Yeah, but Matip is nearly 100, bro. He's gonna be gone soon, so we need to keep.
But guess what? Matip and Verge are still going to be about. They're like 31. They're still going to be about until about they're 33. We're not getting rid of them like that. They're going to be about till they're 33. So we're going to wait till Gomez is 27 to give him a chance in the team. Go, man. Go to Villa. Go to Villa. Do that.
What Villa? Him and Mings.
It's like
Him
Well,
and
done,
Ponza.
It's like what you lot were saying earlier with the keeper thing. Keepers and centre backs have longevity in this thing. So you're saying 33, JJ. I think Matip and Verge could potentially be here even longer.
But this is the problem. Like we need to think. We need to think like Klopp. As much as like I said, with this whole selling and buying and keeping thing, we need to think like Klopp does not rotate. This team is whatever team is doing well is the team that's just always going to play. So I hear what you're saying in terms of why he maybe hasn't been able to show, but unfortunately, we've reached a stage whereby he's not changing the back four. So we know it's going to be Van Dijk and Konate. If everyone's fit, it's always going to be those two. So you're not getting an opportunity to play regardless, unless it's going to be a cup game or.
Do you know what we're doing? I've noticed we're doing that whole. We're looking for these things in the game. So as soon as he does something in moments, we're like, oh, no, he's dead. But for 70% of the game, he's played well. But because of the two things he did, we're like, nah, he's dead from there.
But more time will lead to a goal. It'll actually lead to a goal.
So does midfielders losing the ball. So does Salah when he decides to fumble his shot, bro. We could have scored. It's all coulda, shoulda, woulda stuff, man.
But guess what? You see when you're playing at the back, the reason why Lovren, the reason why Skirt, all those brothers, right? There'd be plenty of games where Skirt would even get a goal, right? But it's those moments where they don't concentrate. Mings went to the World Cup. Like in terms of a play, it's not the worst, but it's the moments. They could have a solid game and they fumble the bag. We've seen it with Maguire. Has a great game for like 70%, 75%, 75 minutes, and then he does a madness and they lose the game. Gomez has that too much in him. And I've actually come out and said, I was like, I think Gomez has improved his passing. His long range passing has gotten better. Like he couldn't do that before, and I've seen him go and spray passes into.
He can do like little ping now, yeah.
Can I ask you a question then? Should we just loan him then?
Huh?
Should we just loan him then?
Loan? Nah.
He's too old to be.
No, because then he'll get consistent football. But we'll get consistent football from him, and not only that, his value could even increase if we want to sell him later down.
No, but guess what? But do you know what the problem is for me? Yeah, is that Konate for me, because of his age and how well he's playing, right, and the amount we spent on him, he's obviously going to be there for the future. But we'll get onto him anyway. Liverpool, when Van Dijk goes, Gomez isn't good enough to be the heir apparent or the A centre back. So usually you've got the dominant centre back, and then you've got not the side man, but you've got the second in command at the back, right? Verge is the A centre back, the same way John Terry was, the same way Sol Campbell was, the same way Tony Adams was. Yeah. He's the secondary centre-back. But we've got Konate that I don't see being the A centre-back. He's still a secondary centre-back, but he's solid. He can be very, very good. We need to go and get out a Virgil replacement when Virgil's got to leave. For me, Gomez and Matip can't go and do that. So we're going to have to go out anyway and get another centre-back.
Yeah, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is because you guys are saying you're not going to play him, which is cool, no problem. But what we're going to do is have him on a 5-year deal sitting on the bench, depreciating his value, or do we loan him? And then if he does do well, then his price tag shoots up and then we can sell him for more money.
I hear that.
The smart business way of dealing with it if you're not thinking to play him.
I hear that.
But I can go two ways. The same way that can happen, he can also go on loan and stink it out there. Then there's value half.
Either way, would you
As
rather
it stands now, I reckon we could probably get 50 M's to another Prem team. I reckon we can get 50 M's.
If he plays and have even 6 good months at a club, you can easily put another 10 million on it just because he's English. So it's either you know you can't buy something and then let it sit there and depreciate in value. So you might as well. Hey, look, I'm just putting up the case for a man. It's up to you guys.
No. The thing is, what you're saying isn't. It's not even like you said anything mad. It's just a thing of. It just depends on. It really does depend on what Jerry even just mentioned there in terms of obviously needing to buy another centre back. Are we going to do these things? If we're going to do all of these things, I have to then look at the team and think to myself, do I want him in the team anyway? If I don't want him in the team, do I want him on the bench? Is he someone I don't mind coming off the bench to do a role here or role there, etc., etc.? If so, then maybe you do just end up keeping him anyway, because loaning him, I won't even see the point. You might as well just keep him. Obviously, the homegrown thing is the only thing in the back of my mind would be the reason why I would say keep him, because I don't think we're going to have that many English players next season. That's why I probably would keep him. But
I'll put it to you like this, yeah. Would you rather keep him or Nat Phillips? Because I don't think
I'd rather keep him. I'd probably rather.
I think it's gonna. Even though I would want to sell him, I reckon we would. I reckon we would be inclined.
I'm actually deep in it.
I'd rather keep Nat Phillips.
Same.
In the highlight,
the reality of keeping Nat Phillips is what we saw yesterday, which is you've got a defender with zero mobility. So the reality is, if Klopp keeps playing the same way he does want to play, we're not going to see Nat Phillips really play unless we play against teams like.
Did Nat Phillips play yesterday?
So let me ask.
Yeah, he came on yellow card, bro.
All right,
I don't even remember.
He played so well, you didn't even notice.
No.
You got booked.
You know this. You definitely got
immediately. I was like, "What are you doing, bro?"
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, so he got a yellow.
So
as soon as he came on, he got burned.
In a scenario, right? Imagine this scenario then. Virgil and Gomez with the pace. Ibu's injured, and we have to play Joel and Nat at the back in, say, 10, 15 Premier League games. Are you telling me you're cool with that?
No, but I'm saying we need to get a replacement. I'm saying we need to go out and get a centre back in the summer. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm saying in the summer we actually need to get a centre back.
Cool, but what I'm saying, you can loan him out and then still get one. But at least then you don't have a man sitting on the bench appreciating his value. At least he could be out there doing something.
If he stays at the club, then 100% it has to be a loan then. But I'm not keeping him for anything.
Yeah,
he's not going into the
cool, loan him. Let's put him on loan then.
Also, man, then we know how we move as well. We only address one problem at a time in a window. In this summer, our problem is midfield. If we get the midfield sorted, we're not getting any other areas fixed. Other areas fixed.
Joey's not. I've done my part, bro. Joey, at least go on that 6 months loan to a year, bro, and do your thing.
Bro, if he starts fumbling in the back, it's you and
but I don't know if your brethren's going to pull through. You know, you've come to back your brethren, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. Back you. I mean, he's coming back from that loan, and it's looking horrible.
Thinking that when they'll send him back, it'll be one. They'll terminate the loan, bro.
He's still at Liverpool, bro. That's all that matters. He's not been sold. I'm cool. I accept that one.
Cool. Ish. Start us on this one, though, man. Jordan, Mr. Skipper.
Armband man, bro. Listen.
Armband man. Is that what you call it?
I like the guy. Yeah. As a person, amazing person. Like does his thing off the pitch. Great leader. Like we saw when there was no fans in the stadium. Man was doing up coaching on the pitch. Yeah, go on, Curtis, lad. Yeah, go on. Fantastic. I wasn't really sure on him at first. Won me over. Cool. But as a footballer, fundamentals as a midfielder, passing to a guy in the same colour shirt as you. He hasn't got it. He can't do it. He's actually a hindrance to us on the pitch, bro. We saw yesterday. I know it was only Wolves. I know they didn't play the best, but I was seeing Thiago actually had ballers around who he could ball with. Thiago was actually popping it around and he's getting the ball back. Imagine that. They're playing 1-2. They're pressing, bro. We actually won the ball high up the pitch, bro. This guy, the one thing he was good at was his dare I say, intensity, the ability to run, have legs. Because he's never been that good technically. Now he can't even do that. Jordan, Brian, Henderson, goodbye. Time to go. Sell. That's it.
Yes, I was still crying what you said the other day. That when you said, bro, in his 12 years, that ball has never been that ball he does.
A little bit, bro. It's not come off once.
I was crying.
It's not come off once. I'm sorry, captain. Time to go, man.
You need to be careful though, because G and JJ, they said that they love him as a friend. Like, that's their guy. So you need to actually be careful what you're saying right now.
So what you saying about the captain of the club, bro?
But if I'm being real, I know he's not going anywhere. So, but I said my piece.
I was just about to say, bro, I'll just put him in the keep because the brother's not leaving. Like,
But is this what we want or what we think
this is what we want?
This is what we want.
I'd probably still just keep him. I'd actually just keep him. I would actually just keep him.
He should be getting Milner minutes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be pointless. We can't get rid of everyone because we're not buying that many guys in. I need to keep someone.
That's why I call him armband man. You see, when you just need a guy to be captain for the night, you're playing Shrewsbury in the FA Cup. You just need someone to do the team talk. Yo,
he's the captain of the club, bro. They're just calling him armband man.
I swear.
What more does he offer, Enzo? What?
I swear, Fuad calls Greenish headband man.
There you go.
Listen,
bro, it's armband man. All he does is lead the team out. When the referee blows the whistle, he has no impact on the game. No positive impact on the game.
Nah, that's cool. We can slander him, but we can't afford for other families to slander him. We'll do that.
Savage talk saying my captain's an Amazon bestseller. So's your number 2, Savage. So's your number 2. So is your number 2. We'll keep Hendo. Curtis Jones.
Loan.
Sell.
Loan.
I'm selling. I'm not loan. I'm selling at you.
Loan him, bro.
What is the benefit of a loan?
How old is he now?
21, 21, I think.
22,
I reckon by the end of the season, bro. Like, you could how long are you gonna stay in a team and not get anywhere near its first team? Like, you might as well.
I hear that, G. But if Gomez is getting a loan, how can
Coach Jones not get a loan? Gomez is already done, bro. Why are we going back to Gomez? Bro, we're talking about Curtis.
Man got hurt and offended when man starts talking about Gomez again, boy. Leave him.
Let's be honest as well in ball. Like, of course you can have the exceptions. Like, now I think Chelsea have Zakaria in that, but let's be honest, a loan is only associated normally with a certain age, normally about 21 and below. You don't normally get a player in their peak or approaching their peak going on loan. Yes, you have the odd exception, but I'm just looking at Jones now, like, brother, you're 22, you've been in the first team.
21.
But cool. But how long has he been in the first team now? I think it was you, Ish, that told me a couple of streams ago. He's been in the first team squad 4 seasons in a row now.
Bro, he broke in that season when he scored the banger against Everton. That was time ago.
That's 17, 18.
No. It's 1920.
At the same time, though, Romz, at the same time, I get where you're gonna go with it, but at the same time, bro, the team that he got into, there was no way he was gonna get a spot.
You're right.
No way, bro. He
was showing something then, though.
Curtis, by the way, I've maintained it all along. I said if Curtis goes to a Villa or a Leeds or someone that plays attractive football, he will flourish.
The problem is, though, let's just use that as an example. Okay, cool. We loaned the brother out. What position does Curtis Jones play? What position would you guys say he plays? Okay, cool. So let's just go by that logic. Yeah, he plays left forward, right? Let's just say we do put him out on loan. Let's just say he has a blinder. Okay, that's good for you, but I don't see how that benefits you coming back here because you still got Gakpo, you still got Nunez, you still got Diogo Jota, you still got Luis Diaz. You're not usurping 4 man
in that same hand, though, G. In that same hand.
Now we don't play over 10. You're right.
No, but G, in that same hand, right? You're saying he could go away and do well. At the same time, these men that you're naming could do shit, and we want to sell one of them.
Okay, so then
even then, Jones doesn't start on the left wing for us.
That's what I'm saying.
And then would you even say Carvalho and Elliott are probably just that? Maybe not Carvalho, but Elliott's ahead of him in the pecking order now. So
ahead of him, bro.
I'd say Ben Jones got more chance to start than him.
Light years ahead of him.
Yeah,
but come on. Elliott wouldn't
He wouldn't go on that left hand side. It would be
Elliott's not playing left. No, he's not playing left. He's definitely not playing left.
So he wouldn't be a part of that.
I think with
Scouse.
exactly. They probably need one Scouse brother to just kind of just be there, like kind of thing.
We got Trent in there, bro.
We got enough, bro.
I think
we got Ben Goat.
I say loan.
He's got it still.
He's got it still. Yeah, you can't even.
I'll say loan, but it's down to you guys.
What's everyone saying then? I'm saying sell, but what you got?
Sell. For him and for us. He's not come on at all since he's come through.
I rate, bro, Demo. I know Demo's in there having a breakdown. I rate Jones, by the way. But
Demo, we selling that.
Nothing left. I got nothing left.
This is too much for Jerry and Demo right now. This is heartbreaking for them.
Hey, Demo, I'm trying,
we
Demo.
selling that motherfucker.
Demo, I'm trying.
Demo, I'm
punk,
sorry,
bro.
man.
Okay.
I tried to back the thing.
Guys. Guys,
I fucked up.
well, guys, quick one though. Quick one. I'm gonna throw it in there again. He just signed a new 5-year deal as well.
Yeah.
I know we're thinking to sell him, but what about loaning him? Preserve the value, let the value increase.
Yo, preserve it. Enough of these guys. Okay, you know what actually ends, yeah? If we moved like a Chelsea where all of these guys that we're talking about loaning out, if we was to do that, but then we're still bringing in, give or take, enough man in, I'll be fully on that. I'll be on loaning a lot of these guys and saying, you know what, loan him. Don't even sell him just yet. Maybe we can up that value a little piece. If we're not gonna do that, then that's what I need to know. Are we moving like that? Are we gonna move like Chelsea and start buying players?
That's what I'm thinking.
We can loan them out, and it's not a big deal.
I've clocked with you, Eng, yeah. You just want a return on investment in all these.
Yeah, you just want money.
Sometimes you have to cut your losses, bro. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses. Bro, every time Ends is like, should we loan him then so his value goes up? Bro, that's not why he's selling.
Oh shit!
Hey, listen, I'm trying to make sure we got a kitty for the summer in it. The next couple of years.
That's what I'm saying. I hear you. I fully hear you.
I hear you.
You know when you won't be hearing this Jurgen thing where we're buying one man and everyone's moaning that we ain't got no more money, bro. I'm like, raw, we got 2 men that we can sell now and then make that money for you, man. If you guys want to get rid of them, man. It's all good. Demo, I did try and back it just to let you know.
Whatever, man. Jones, I'm sorry.
Hey, Jerry, man, brighten up, my guy.
No, cool. It's calm. When we come to your man, we'll chat about your man, innit? We'll chat about your man.
Yeah, we gonna chat about your man. Ish needs to come back.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Starboy stuff.
Yeah, the CG agenda for real, bro.
What were you saying about Jota? Obviously, the same kind of thing applies with the Diaz situation.
I'll keep Jota.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna spend too long on Jota.
Nah, he's bad boy, man.
He's back in training, innit? Running about.
Nah, well, yeah.
I think he's doing light training, like individual. I read it. I think he's doing that light one.
Klopp touched on it as well in one of his press conferences as well.
Say no more.
Naby Keita, what are we saying,
bro?
Yeah,
just
sell.
Just
play well. Just play well up to the end of the season. That's all we're asking.
But hold on. So Naby was shot in, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Gomez stays.
Bro, why is Gomez still getting mentioned in the Gomez?
Oh my
bro, do you know how much players we've gone through since Gomez, bro? Why is he still on the agenda?
It's irking me. Him sitting there with that dumb smile is irking me, man. I'm not gonna it's irking me. What are we saying? Is everyone
He's
saying
done more than Naby? He's done more.
Yeah, you know what it is? You can't keep an unreliable. That's a bad investment to keep an unreliable player like.
What about loaning him then? What about loaning him and getting a return on investment?
Remember,
because he's even more unreliable than Gomez. So I'm
I
remember this is the one player that we basically know enough of. General consensus that he wants to actually leave. That I'm not saying he's come out and said that, but it's a known thing, man. So yeah, man, you can't keep a bad egg.
Yeah, man, I need to go, bro.
Wait, did JJ say let's loan out Naby? That's
yeah.
You have to renew his contract first. If we loan him, got to renew his
I know you were
contract.
laughing. You know that left foot shot that went for a corner yesterday.
The brother.
Hey,
there was a couple of those. Gakpo as well. I thought Gakpo shot. I was like, bro, this is crazy.
Yeah, Gakpo had about 2 or 3.
Yeah, a few of them.
And that's the thing he's normally good at as well. He's good at getting his shots off. I don't know what he's done to this guy already, but his shots are looking insane, bro.
So what? You were selling
next.
I was selling him. I ain't trying to see that.
Naby lad.
Kelleher, keep.
Kelleher, what are we saying?
Keep,
I'm shot in this brother, bro.
Nah.
But it's not for the reason why. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
I'm with JJ. I know.
Yeah, I'd end up selling him.
Why are you want to sell him?
I would sell him, but with a buyback clause. That's my condition.
I wouldn't even
so.
need a buyback clause or something like this.
Yeah, I think.
You don't rate him?
No, bro. I would if I had my way with Keita, brother. But what's the point? You're never.
I understand why he wants to go. I understand why he wants to go.
Bro.
Yeah,
exactly. And I wouldn't want to stand in the way of you playing somewhere like football.
facts. But that's why I'm doing the buyback thing. Because if Alisson in 2-3 years, sorry, Ron, if Alisson in like 2-3 years drops off, then we know that we got the buyback.
I hear that.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to hear Alisson dropping off at 2-3 years.
Yeah, that'll bug me.
You don't know, innit?
Let's be honest.
You've got to give us that same return on investment that End is talking about.
Yeah, bro. Listen, loan him out. Loan him out. He wants first team football, don't he? So
you know what? That I can hear more. But if we can get the P for him, can we get the P for him?
You see, Ali though, like maybe not of recent, and a long may continue, but the general thing, no one normally gets that dumb injury that might just keep him out for like 2 or 3.
Like a calf or something. You're like, bro, why are you been stretching? Why are you just training your calf?
Word, bro. And I don't want to be relying on Harvey Davis. I don't want to be relying on Harvey Davis because deep it, we've shot. Obviously, Adriano's shot. We now saw Kelleher. So who's our number 2?
I'd make Harvey Davis the number 2. Look at how many games Kelleher's playing. Look how many games Kelleher's playing.
What Romz said though. Romz said Alisson can pick up that mad injury and he's out for 6 weeks.
But you can't move like that. But you can't move like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's go and get this player just in case.
Jerry's trying to create problems for
Liverpool. But for Liverpool, you actually can because it does happen.
You know what? Maybe man will loan him still. Maybe man will just loan him out.
Yeah. No, but that defeats the purpose because right now it's probably the most amount of value you can go and get. Like I was looking on Twitter earlier. Apparently Tottenham and stuff are injured at making him their first their keeper. If that's the
Man
case,
United still has Henderson, don't they?
No, but then JJ,
they got Butland now. They've got Butland.
But they've loaned my man out to keep his value and then loaned in Butland for the sake of loaning him.
They can't shot him because his wages are too high. That's why, man.
No, but Henderson's one of the best goalkeepers right now, bro. In the league, bro. He's getting called up for England, and you want to shot our best second goalkeeper.
No, he is. But what I'm saying is, he doesn't suit how United when they wanted to play at the back and stuff. He's not the best with his feet, so they've actually just gone and got Butland. They could have recalled him and just said, you know, we're going to do this rotation. They tried to do it last time.
Probably not in the contract still.
Exactly, he couldn't. De Gea couldn't. Like, do you know what I mean? De Gea kept Henderson out, and Henderson started the season. That was under Solskjaer. For me, this is the most amount of money you're going to be able to get from Kelleher because he's not playing consistent games. We don't even know how his form transpires over a season. So right now we're talking about obviously Henderson and saying like he's on form, right? But imagine Kelleher looks dead when he's on loan. He's not going anywhere. Like he's going bottom half and stuff. Right now, a team's going to go and take a punt on him because they might spend 25-30 million in him and be like, you know what, that can be our first team keeper.
JJ,
if he flops after that, it's calm.
And JJ, what you're saying is it's very smart because it could be one of them ones where he goes to another team. We sold him at this point, maybe got 25 to 30 M for him, gone to another team, played dead, and then you can use that generic saying, oh, they got bumped, that we bumped them kind of thing, that we got the better end of the deal.
A bit like a Danny Ward. You
know what the issue is?
Thing is, I just feel that all big clubs have a good one, not all actually, but the majority have a good one.
But he's young, but he's young, and if he wants to, like, what I'm
saying is, bro,
it goes on.
This guy's
24. He's at 23, 24.
That is young for a keeper.
That's young for a goalkeeper, bro.
But that's my point. But Alisson only got to what Alisson is because of playing games. So even if you loan him, then we're not going to have any peace. No, but we're not going to have any peace to get any players because we're still paying their wages and stuff. We need to get him off the books.
All right, so here what might happen then, Jay. So you see next we sell him, right? See next season, and then Alisson gets injured, and you put Brad, and we can see like 7. I'm coming in here and ranting and say you told us to sell him.
That's calm, but I think that what's his name? Is it Kevin? Was his name? Kevin Davis, isn't it? It's Davis.
No. What's the next? What's his name? Harvey Davis.
No.
Kevin Davis is the Bolton brother.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I was thinking. Like that's where my brain went straight away.
Harvey Davis. Isn't Pitteralga Brazilian keeper still here?
Yeah,
Pitteralga's out flipping Macclesfield with Lauren. Big up Lauren, man. But nah, dead. No, I'm saying to me, I'm saying
hello, sisters.
I'm saying you shot him, and look, Kelleher only became Kelleher, the type of Kelleher we know, because he had the odd game in the FA Cup and stuff like that, right? Why not give that chance to Davis? Because for me, when I've seen Davis, he looks good. He looks good. Like, he looks even more comfortable on the ball than Kelleher. Now, we don't know how well...
I'll let you fight that battle, boy.
The other thing that was saying...
What we should do, if we were smart, we would go and get another Adrian at the end of the season.
I'm saying
old guy.
An
old guy like a year contract.
That's calm.
Kelleher's problem is because he wasn't getting enough. He's not getting enough games, which is fair enough. You know, he's getting older. He wants to play. The issue is, I think, with Liverpool, there's games in the Premier League, and this was what I was having a conversation with Savage. Might have been with you as well, G. And I was like, why doesn't he play in some of the games in the Premier League? There's some of the games we don't need Alisson in goal.
I agree.
He could play in some of them games, and then rotate between the two. Like, obviously.
It's what I was saying about Bajcetic yesterday. You can rotate, man. You don't have to play cup games only, bro.
Keeper's different, though, man. I'm not really on rotating a keeper, if I'm honest.
No, but just to go off Enz's point as well, I hear it because especially this season where the objectives change, we're not competing for a title now. Like, it should be top 4. Do you know what I mean? So where the objective isn't that,
it's 10 points off top 4. You know.
Say that again.
We're 10 points off top 4. You know?
That's a myth.
Yeah, that's a joke.
When I saw that today after the Man United game, I said, "What? This isn't even 10 points off top. This is 10 points off the top 4." So we still need 4 victories and hope one of these guys just fuck up soon. That's crazy.
For me, yeah, the way I look at it, it's either got to be a keeper or a sell, yeah. And the keeper's obviously for like selfish reasons because he obviously is a good keeper, right?
Sell. I'm saying sell.
If we keep him, the longer we keep him, the less money we're going to be able to go and get because he's not playing games. And then you start to look at a young keeper that's proper promising. He starts to look at just a number 2, and you don't want him to get into that bracket where he's just a number 2. Like you want him to.
Can we get rid of Klopp and then I'll take over then, Jen, and I'll give him the game time.
Brother, I'll put you in charge.
Yeah, I'll give me the game time. I'll take the game time. Because look, Nottingham Forest, you could have played the games. You can play against Bournemouth. You can play in the Leeds game.
All right, but cool. How about if Alisson's not happy with that? Alisson, Klopp came out and said Alisson, Virgin, Salah, yeah? They go and play every game if they're fit.
No, but I don't think Alisson's that kind of human being, bro. He's not. I can't see a man moaning.
Man,
this man is out here baptizing people, and you think he's gonna cry about a couple of games, bro?
I think he's crying about the FA Cup. That's why he started that's why he played that FA Cup.
I'm saying so. And he fucked up as well. He fucked up as well. That's the maddest thing.
That's what I'm saying. But he was crying about not playing FA Cup games.
I'm saying so.
I'm saying loan. It's down to you guys.
Sell, but with a buyback. That's my stick.
Nah, there's no with or nothing. You either sell to you.
I'm saying. You man know. I'm saying sell, but with a buyback in it. You know what I'm with.
Asterisk next to the name of that.
Cool.
Exactly.
Konate. That's an easy one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's easy.
Matip, that's an easy one, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
I'll keep him.
I'll keep one more season.
He's dropped off a little bit this season. I will say that, but I'll keep him still.
He dropped off, but he's still been better than Verge, though.
I think.
But what I will say, when Verge is not in the team, Matip looks spooky, bro. He looks.
Yeah, but it goes to what he was saying about the A centre back. None of them anyway.
Exactly. When there's him and Ibu together, oh Lord, him and Gomez, I'm not really feeling that either. But
if he doesn't mind playing this really reduced role as well, like knowing that you're not really gonna play like that, only if we really kind of need you, then you keep him.
I don't think you get a lot of
things though.
Keep him for now, and then maybe one of the German teams come back for him for a little 5.
Yeah, that's what I would have said.
Got him for free, bro. So anything on top of that is
anything. True. No. I'm calm with it. I'm calm with that still.
Milner, what are we saying? Keep, yeah.
Sell.
I'll sell that. In fact, I don't even. He shouldn't even be on the board. Like just
sell.
But we should maybe keep him just for that experience.
He's the next player.
We got Henderson. We're keeping Henderson for the experience.
Right, cool.
He ain't trying to hear it, man.
Ish, number 15.
I'll let
you what? Mandem, you know what?
You're gonna say keep it.
Whoa, wait.
You're slightly gonna say keep. I know you was gonna say that.
Nah. All I'm saying is, we're not gonna buy a bag of Englishman in the summer. The quota is not really quartering at the moment with a lot of these players that are going. He's proved that he can play more than one position. Nah, I'm joking. Sell him. I tried. Nah, he's got to go, man. He's got to go. It's not even for my own selfish. Well, it is for my own selfish reasons, but for him, he's 29 now. his career is just kind of like not quite doing a Dele Alli because he's a bit older, but he's just kind of fading out.
Nah, he's lucky
he's
Klopp is so
nothing.
loyal. Otherwise, he would have been doing a Dele Alli with everyone else, but with these injuries that he's just lucky Klopp's a little guy and just kept
like
him.
that. Most other man, because did we renew his contract? Or is he on the same contract from
Same
17,
contract,
18
I
last?
think.
Surely we
Same
must have renewed it.
I feel like we renewed it.
No, we did.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
it was
did.
during the injury we renewed it. You're right.
When he come
got
back from his injury.
Bro,
yeah.
yeah, because Klopp said we're gonna wait for him like a wife and his
Like
their
a
husband
loyal
got to
wife
war
for
and
a
that.
husband.
Bro,
Yeah.
but I heard that I'm just like he done his ACL, bro. Like let's not like he's not put his life on the line. Let's be serious with it. But he's got to go.
Fighting the war and that we got away from.
Bro, man's all doing like weird analogies and that, bro. Listen, it's business.
Klopp's a
Innit?
weird guy, bro. I swear to God.
It's time to go, bro.
Such a weird guy.
Man's cosplaying as his wife and that. Let's not.
Some of the analogies I say to myself, did you really just say that, bro?
Bro, you know, like in my mind, I'm like, I know you're German and that, but right, would you even have said that in German? Like, why would you even say that? Doesn't even make sense.
You know when Google Translate does it word for word, they don't get the context. I feel like he just bangs German phrases in Google Translate and he's like, yeah, cool, I'll run with that one because it ain't even making sense.
Yeah, it's like, there's actually an argument. Yeah, there's actually an argument to say he's probably been our best forward in recent games. I mean, you look at the
he's the only one that's bagged.
Okay, I'm gonna propose something to you lot then. Yeah, if Henderson and Keita could show between now and the end of the season that they could stay fit, would you change your mind?
Oh, no.
Henderson.
I mean, sorry, Keita and Ox. Sorry, Keita and Ox.
No.
It's Henderson.
Are they going to get a run of games, G?
Ish is thinking that's a no-brainer.
Keita will get a run of games. Ox will be rotated in.
I need.
Keita, I've seen it. I've seen enough.
Unless Keita is doing that Leslie King thing where he doesn't train but he just plays. Maybe.
I don't know why we don't do that, bro. Like Leslie King was calm, like training on Fridays and that's it.
Keita looks like that pounded jam will hit that belly quick, and he's going to run around.
Now, do you know what? He looked like he's put on a lot of muscle mass as well. You know, Keita. Maybe that's. I don't know. Maybe that's what he needed to do. He looks a bit more bulkier than what he did.
So you man wouldn't, even if they was to show like we're in January, you know, till May.
Man, them
show.
G. How many times have we said this about these man for the last 5 years? If they get a run of games, if they stay fit, do that, they're incapable. They're actually all of them together are incapable of staying fit, B staying in form, and C even getting a run. Klopp doesn't trust them anymore.
Ish, do you think it's them or is it the training methods we use?
It must be the training. Must be the training because man are even coming into our club who were robust before and breaking down. So I was just like,
so what if we change the manager? Then would you then keep him? There's a case there.
There's a theme going on here with this manager.
You know when the story is done, and you know when the story is done.
Asking questions, bro. Asking questions.
The Keita's time here is gone. He doesn't want to be here anyway. He doesn't even want to be here. Keita doesn't even want to be here. That's the first thing.
True.
He doesn't actually want to be here. And I even think it's cheeky of him to be like, no, I want to move. I want more game time because, brother, you've not really done anything to warrant it. At least Ox is kind of, from what it sounds like, is on a more humble thing and like knows he's a bit more self-aware. For me, it sounds like Naby thinks he's been the man when he's been here and we've done him dirty. Bro, you've not been available. You've done us dirty on that with that big number 8 in your back. Get out of it, man. It's time to go. You need to cut.
Cool. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom this in for you guys so you can actually see it. Is that better?
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah.
For me, anyway, it's way better.
Cool. Oh yeah, because you're on that mobile.
No, on the phone, boy.
Yeah,
I literally can barely see them.
Cool. Hold on. Let me see if I can make it a bit bigger.
No, it's calm if you can't, but this is calm.
No, that's calm. Let's go.
Nat Phillips, what are we saying?
Sell.
Yeah.
Well, we should have sold him time ago. We could have got like 20 to 25 mil, maybe like 2 seasons ago. 1 season.
Just put Joey back where he is, man. He's on loan right now, playing. He's balling out right now on loan.
Put him in there so quickly as well, like. Right.
Oh,
that was crazy. That was actually
get some change. Ramsay, I'm saying loan, man. I'm saying actually
Nah,
sell.
keep,
Sell him
keep.
for fees. He's another Davies. He's another hologram. He's going under the radar.
No.
No, keep.
I've seen enough. I've seen enough of him. Keep.
Yeah.
What do we say about Milner? We said sell Milner.
Yeah.
Okay, no, then keep him. Then I thought we kept Milner for some reason, and then I would say nah.
Joey's on loan as well, isn't it? So we need backup.
Joey's not on loan, bro.
Joey's on loan, bro.
I agree, but it's like man's not getting any run of games. Like Trent's been in dire form. Man hasn't even had a sniff off the bench to come on. Like it's not like we played Milner and said, you know what, 60
To
minutes.
be fair, there's
Ramsey's
been injured
coming
a
on.
bit as well, though, isn't he?
Where was my man yesterday?
I'm hearing
Where was
he's
Ramsay
been in
yesterday?
trees and getting sent off and that.
He got sent
No,
off. Yeah.
He's suffering from the growing pains thing, innit? So because he's still
Brother, I
young.
think you hurry up and grow up.
Grow up, man. Grow up.
You know what I'm saying? Grow up, man. You act like a child.
Again.
Growing pains. Ends, man. Are we saying growing pains is the reason why?
Yeah,
why
but remember Gerrard had it as well, you know, and kept him out.
Gerrard still played games though. Gerrard still played a lot of games.
No. This is before he broke through the first team. He suffered from growing pains.
Yeah, but do you know the difference is though? We bought a brother to be part of this first team. He's made one appearance that I remember.
Hey, but we can't predict these injuries, man. It's just one of those things.
I don't know, man.
It just is what it is.
I think
we actually bought him injured. We bought him injured. That's
we
why
did buy him injured as well.
We actually signed him injured. Man got injured, right? Yeah, cool. You're fit in. Come.
Yeah, he had that back issue in it, but then they figured it out. It was because of his growing pain. So because he's growing, his back, groin, like you let everything.
Was a disc that was out of place or not aligned or something like that. I remember reading it.
Yeah, but then you see that type of stuff. Yeah, how long are we waiting? Like, if it's
he's young though, bro. He's young, bro.
No, but all right, cool. So next season he's got growing pains as well when he don't play. Then what?
Nah, he won't, bro. You only go through it at one stage, bro. It's okay.
Nah, he's gonna keep growing, bro.
JJ, you're brother. How come I say how long are we waiting? JJ Reed.
I'm saying, look, I think, look, I rate him. I like from what I've seen in it. I do. The way I'm looking at it, though, I'm just like, man, you ain't ever playing in this team, bro. If you can't get in now when Trent has been poor, Milner's been injured, and you can't even get a sniff of games then, and you've been decent, you've been fine now. You've been playing in the under 23s. Like, even what you're trying to tell me, you couldn't play against Wolves. If you can't play against Wolves, then yeah, sorry, man. Like for me. Maybe go on loan. But then,
that's what I'll be on. Go on loan. I'll be more go on loan thing.
The problem is though, we ain't got Joe. Like, do you know what I mean?
Joey's on loan, bro.
Shit. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, keep it.
JJ, hear what you do. Here's what you do here now. Yeah, bring Joey back off loan, and then send him on loan
and sell him. Yeah, and get another right back.
No. And then put that.
You know what's mad? I want us to still buy another right back anyway. Because I still think we needed we've got a young right back in Trent, and then we've got an even younger right back with zero experience. We ain't got no experienced right back in the team, like genuine right back. Obviously, Gomez can play there. Milner obviously can do that, but I wanted someone in that kind of mold who was a lot more experienced and was a different profile to Trent. Someone who maybe isn't so offensive in that kind of thing. Someone just a defensive kind of right back, whoever that might be. I don't really know.
I'll be real, man. Though I'd rather get another left back than another right back because Simi's not really moving me like that this season.
When we come to Simi, bro, we're throwing strays on the man.
Bro, I'm just saying, but if we're talking about selling right back,
you were in that Simi boat talking about we got.
Bro, I was steering the boat, bro. I was steering it. But
driving
listen, I'd rather get another. Another left back. I think our right back. It's not calm, but Trent and Ramsay. I'm cool with him.
I think, dare I say, it said he was suspended because of that red card he got in the under 21s. I think.
Yeah.
Man, it carries over.
I think because I was speaking to Jamie about because I was trying to figure out whether those cards you get carry over into Premier League games, which I don't think it should, but I think he did say it did. So
I think because it was a Premier League game, it was a Premier League 2 game, so I feel like it would have carried on into thing. I think I'm not 100% on that. But I think that's what it was.
Well, no, but think about it was an FA Cup game, isn't it? So if it's a Premier League 2 game,
that's killing me.
That means it works the same as a normal. It doesn't matter where you get suspended, isn't it? It's just you're in the UK, so your suspension carries across the leagues because we played FA Cup.
In regards to what you just said, I said to take Aspie then.
Aspie, no.
Hear what I'm saying about your Chelsea and that. Don't worry about what Liverpool's doing over this. You guys are lower than us, and we're dusty. Imagine that.
With his tucked in shirt, nah, bro.
Are we doing the Joey back off loan and then send Ramsay on loan?
No, we need to bring Joey in to reap some funds to go and get like a solid right back, like Mazraoui or someone like that. Do you know what I mean?
We've already gone past him, so.
You're not supposed to bring the guy back off.
No, because we are saying you don't know if you want to keep Ramsay. So I'm saying, okay, cool. Bring a more experienced player as backup to Trent at right back and can play centre back and also fill the English quota.
No.
And then loan at Ramsay.
I don't want to see that
get the
number 2,
experience.
man. I don't want to see that number 2 or number 12. Whatever.
I just killed 3 birds with 1 stone there, bro. That's what
let's put it this way. Man had to make a decision on Ramsay. So either we cannot sign another right back. So then it's up to you, man. After that, you guys decide.
Yeah, keep.
I want us to sign another right back, but yeah, it's up to you.
What about you, G?
Bro, I'm saying I'd rather loan him out and buy another right back.
No, we need to vote because we need to vote. So, and you're saying keep Ramsay.
I'm saying loan him.
What are you saying, Ish?
Keep.
I'm keeping him. You're saying loan as well. Well, then Jerry said sell though, innit?
See, this is what I'm saying. I'm not Julian Ward. I've just got to quit, man. I've just got to go to another club that values my opinion a bit more, man. What's the point? I'm just
gonna see JJ at Palace with Vieira and that, bro.
Bro, you know, like
doing my own
close to his yard and that as well. I could just drive there in the morning, don't have to relocate.
Easy. None of these StreamYard streams or anything. It's just face to face. I'm looking at the talent firsthand, making these decisions. Do you know what I mean?
That's cool.
Yeah. So obviously we'll keep Ramsay. Robbo.
Keep.
Cool. All right, we got keep.
Right.
Chat to me, G. Lay down your defense before I go full blown attack.
If you're asking me, would I sell or keep this brother in the summer? I would.
Tic tac. Tic tac. Tic tac. Tic tac.
Transfer time.
Can I buy? Am I able to buy a player that I want though? Not a player that I think Liverpool would buy.
Nah, bro.
Who do you want?
Then I'm keeping him then. Because you're not going to go buy like a top don anyway. So what's the point? You might as well just keep it. I would like to get like a Sane or Gnabry or something like that. If you can guarantee me that, so you can sell him. I don't mind. I'm not talking about Mbappe's and that. You know what I'm saying? That's all unrealistic. But if we can get like a Sane, a Gnabry, Diaby, I've not seen too much of him to really gas him up like that. But Sane, I watch every single week, and I feel like he would be a perfect player to play on that side. Or Saka. If you can get Saka, then you grab a Saka. But if you can't get those guys, then you keep him. There's no point in downgrading.
I want everyone to have their segment. What about you, Ish?
See me, yeah. I've been consistent with it. I think I even said it last stream. He signed man to a 3-year deal in the summer. I said we're going to be in the same position again within 18 months. Do we keep him? Do we sell him? What's Mo going to do? Oh, please sign the contract, Mo. Bro, he's not done anything this season. Anything which makes me
look what everyone's saying, bro. You man are just talking shit anyway. Look what you're saying.
Listen, if we can get peace for him, if it's like put it like this, yeah.
Gee, when have you ever
come in the summer?
Anyone else said?
The day I do, brother. The day I do.
If we get 70 M's for him in the summer, 60, 70
don't put question mark next to that, bro. What do you mean? Like, what's wrong with that?
You can cut. You can cut 60, 70 M's. You can cut.
What I'm gonna say is, I told man after that contract, do not be surprised. These lot came for me. But you know what? Word to what Ish said when he did the whole Ox thing. With all that being said, I'm keeping him.
I thought he was gonna go into a long spiel.
I thought you don't like that.
I'm keeping you, bro, because you deserve it. You've been our best player the last 4 or 5 years, but do better. Just do better.
Come on, bro. Come on, G. What you saying, Jerry? Or talk your shit, bro.
He's not like
talk your shit.
Do it.
Talk your shit.
He's supposed to be the Don Dada, yeah? The Don Dada. To be there when everything falls apart. To be essentially our Gerrard, yeah? To hold up this pillar that is LFC. Man got the bag and he's moving like Mo Bamayang. He's moving like Samuel Mo. I mean, Salah to whatever African you want to go and chuck in there, yeah? This brother, like, he's got so much like credit in the bank. He does, yeah, he does. So I agree when you guys are saying, look, for everything that he's done, he deserves to stay at the team. Like Ozalite, big up to Cadinho, that Ozalitis, all of that.
Nah, but see that's how I know that's cap because Ozil didn't do anything when he was going through that something. We're talking about a guy who's
but we're saying
still better than everyone in the whole team. Come on, bro. That doesn't make sense.
But he's not performing better than everyone in the whole team. That's a lie.
No. But what did I just say? I said, he said the Ozilitis. Ozil was doing nothing. So nothing in performance and nothing in goals and assists. We're talking about a guy who's got the most in everything in the team.
The difference is the position he Ozil plays in, is completely different. It's completely different. The roles that
does that stop him from getting assists? Man wasn't saying that when he was getting assists. That doesn't now change that.
Do you mean post his contract, like after Ozil's contract?
After Ozil's contract. Yeah. No, obviously before that. No, obviously before. That's the reason why he got the contract.
Right, got the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll get the stats up in it. The problem is for me,
is Salah's GNA even that good this season?
It's the best in the team.
Forget the rest of the team. No. Forget the rest of the team. But is it good?
It's 20.
Is it even
by his standards?
All comps.
All comps over 20.
Yeah. Keep quiet now. That's what I'm saying.
Not even, Gino, because I've seen the performance. I've seen with my own eyes, bro.
Exactly.
Bro, I know. He's
so bad.
What I'm thinking, is that, look, he's got a contract extension, right? He's still performing at a relatively high level in terms of goals and assists. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Knowing how the model works in terms of sell to buy, right? We've done the same thing with Coutinho. Look how well that worked, right? We've done the same thing with Suarez. Didn't work as well, right? But knowing how FSG are in the position that Liverpool are in, if they were to, and it's hard to say, if they were to get rid of Salah, right, or sell him for a higher value because of what he brings in terms of obviously the sponsorship deals, the profile of play he is, the goals and assists he can go and give. PSG for me, they'll easily pay. You're talking 150 plus, 150, 200 million maybe, right? If they're going to go and pay that, imagine what we could do in terms of investment into the squad. We're now talking those options that we're talking about when we're saying Liverpool only go and buy one position and that's it. We do what we've done this summer when we sold Coutinho and that January as well, and go and get Virgil, go and get Fabinho, go and get Alisson. We'll strengthen the team, and the team may, and like I said, I don't know, may go and look stronger after that, because we don't know if Salah tails off again next season, or he's the same this season. It's actually the return on investment is actually low, because we're paying him so much money to go and deliver what he had delivered before.
Demo, you can't do that, bro. I hear stats wise, but you, Demo, my brother, you can't be watching him this season.
We all watch him.
Yeah, it's the same Salah. You can't. Stats wise, he's always going to put up numbers. He's elite in that sense, but nah, bro. When we've needed him, nah.
Everything Jerry said though, the thing is, like I said, if you can get in, you remember when if you're gonna sell a player like this, man need to be bringing in a baller. Like, man can't just bring in now another Nunez type of thing. I'm bringing something like that. It has to be a baller now, because now you're actually trying to replace someone who is one of Liverpool's highest ever scorers, like in the history of Liverpool. So it can't even just be no dibby dabby type of guy. So I'm not saying, by the way, Sane is going to come in and do thing. I'm just talking about in terms of him just being a winger. That's the type of winger I probably would just look at as one of the wingers out there, kind of thing. But you'd have to replace. But I agree with what Jerry's saying in terms of the whole model and everything like that. So in that sense, you probably would have to sell him. But
the thing is, though, if we sell Salah, we're not going to replace his output. We're not getting another winger in who's going to get the same output. We'd have to go and get a 9. We'd have to go and get a 9 who's going to go and get his output. There's not really another right winger in the world who gets
but imagine.
That Salah gets.
All right, cool. But imagine.
But to be fair, you didn't think Salah would get the goals that he got when he first joined. I definitely did not look at this guy and think, you're the 33 goal a season, brother. No way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just happened.
And Chris, you're saying, look, are you not even LFC fans? Salah has to stay. No, but that's the point, is that I'm saying that for the betterment of Liverpool, with the model that's in place at the moment, having that money means that Liverpool can maneuver completely differently in the market. Because if we're going on reports and saying that Liverpool have 250, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad, that's it. But let's say we're saying that Liverpool have 250 million to spend in the summer. That's what man are saying, right? That's what we're getting. If we've now got, 400, we've got 400 mil to spend in the summer. The way you move around with 400 mil is completely different. Like, you can go and revamp that midfield completely. And I still think, Salah's not been performing well, but look at us in terms of the goals that we're scoring in our team. I think we're still in like the top 4 in the league. in terms of goals scored, if not top
Yeah,
three.
of course.
I think we're third in terms of goals scored in the league. If that's the case, it's not because Salah's been outscoring everyone like he done in previous seasons or the season when we were injured. It's because the team as a whole are getting goals, like from different positions. And yeah, there might not be a standout player that gets 30 goals, but if you can revamp that midfield and get another defender and strengthen that right back and stuff with 400 million, your team for me looks stronger. That's not to take away from what Salah is. And look, if that wasn't like I said, if Salah stays, I'm not saying it's end of the world. Like I'd keep him, but I'm just saying the way the model works, there is an argument to say that look, you can actually sell Salah, get a good return on investment with that money, considering he's still performing at a high level, and invest into the squad.
Correct.
You know what, Jerry?
I would be very tempted if we got an offer in the summer. I would be very tempted to cash in.
Yeah, but and this is it. This is why it's like, Chris. The thing is that there's being funny, but then there's obviously what Jerry's saying, and this is my guys. What you like, I'm saying that these are all valid points at the end of the day, like in regards to, Mo Salah, just because everything I said in terms of the goals and everything like that. If you can spread it, then why not? And if I knew that the team is then going to improve because we're going to be able to spread these costs around, bro, I'll sell Salah, bro. Like there's not like. Listen, there's no Gerrard in this team where I'm like, you can't really just sell or Suarez well, I'm gonna cry my eyes out if he goes. Like these players can be easily replaced. There are a lot of players out there, and we're in a better place anyway as a club. So I feel like we could even start attracting some of these top players anyway. So I hear it if you guys go with sell Salah, I'll go with sell Salah. If you go with keep, then I'll go with keep. I'll go either whichever one everyone else picks.
So let's get the final answers in. And
do it is like I'm being honest. I said that, but obviously I'll start off. I'm still saying keep Salah, like I am. I'm just putting that argument out there. I think it's something that has to be discussed because if an offer was to come in for like 150 million or like 180 for Salah for 31-year-old,
I don't feel like we're getting that type of. I think
even 90 million. 90 million.
Yeah.
For 90 million.
Yes,
minimum 80.
Minimum 80, minimum. So let's say 90 million. If let's say 90 million ends, what are you saying?
No, keep, bro. You can't sell him. You can't sell him. I'm just looking at all the man them that we're getting rid of anyway, bro. We're getting rid of our senior man them. And then can't really get rid of him as well. Gotta keep him, man.
Yeah. To be fair, he's fit all the time as well, isn't it?
Trust.
In terms of injuries,
he's one guy who's not had this.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
He's not had it. Apart from his shoulder, he does not miss games.
Hold on. Don't go too far.
He does not miss games, but yeah, touch wood.
Exactly. Cool.
So I win then, right? We keep it.
Yeah, you win.
Just about.
Next player, please.
Mr. Alcantara.
Next year's his last year, isn't it? I think keep him.
Yeah, go on, keep him.
Let him run out his contract.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get nothing for him.
Yeah, you know what? He's actually a player I'm looking at thinking, like, who's gonna pay for this guy?
Also, you know when man say he can teach the youngers, and normally it's just some average baller. You're like, he ain't really teaching anyone anything. He can actually he can actually, like Hendo, prime example. He can teach. No, Thiago can actually like impart some wisdom on the younger guys. Thiago.
If Henderson and
that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm asking, like, if Henderson and Milner, let's say they were to leave like tomorrow or whatever, who's obviously I was going to say who's the next captain? Is it Van Dijk?
Yeah,
Robert. Nah, I spoke to you about this before, G, innit? Virgil with the armband.
Yeah, I don't think he's captain. Yeah, I don't think he's a leader.
Virgil with the armband, how like De Bruyne is with the armband. Like,
them men are not real leaders like that.
Yeah.
There's different ways of leading though, guys.
And I was just about to say, like a Harry Kane, you lead by the way you play.
Lead by your performance and that.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll probably say Robbo, to be fair, for captain. Or Alisson. One of them guys.
I don't know, maybe Ox or someone, man. I don't know.
What about Nunez?
For a captain? Yeah, later down.
FPL captain, that's about it. Otherwise, that's the wearing.
Literally, that's the only time he'll ever touch the armband, but is FPL. Otherwise,
you know what? It'll probably be Salah as captain. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Salah gets the captain.
He was captain last night when he came on.
It looked weird, bro. It looked weird. I used to see it with the armband on.
Tsimikas people.
Keep.
Only
if we get a good offer in.
Yeah, I was about to say that. If man got a good offer for him, I'll be like, yeah, you can bounce though.
Show me 20 M's. Show me 20 M's or more.
This is what I'm saying, guys. So who you have to replace because remember we're Liverpool.
Yeah, but I want to replace. I want to replace.
We got no left back cover, so that's the only job.
Yeah, you gotta keep this man, bro.
But JJ made a good point a couple of months ago that, let's be honest, when Robbo was playing and he weren't in the best of form, we were all like, we need to give Simeon. Then we saw him for a sustained period of time. We were ranting and raving because we didn't see him for a long period of time.
He was
when we
dead.
He was dead.
Hold on, Jerry. I'm going to be back in literally 2 seconds.
That was the team, though, innit, Romz?
Say that again?
That was with the team. The team was dead at the same time. It's not like everyone was playing well and then he let the team down. The whole team was dead.
And I hear, but sometimes like they're making individual mistakes where it's like, I didn't think you were. I'm not going to say this bad, but I thought you were better than this, if that makes sense. So I hear you. It was a collective, but I don't know. I feel like he looks fun, like when you saw him for that stretch of about 7-8 games in a row and he had his run, you know what you're calling for Gomez to have end? Simi had that and he just didn't look like that player, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's bad, by the way, but I just feel like a lot of our families thought he was better than what he actually is.
Nah, do you know what it is though? Because we do that comparison thing. So the reason why you probably didn't think he was good is because we are so used to Robbo doing that whole up and down and high energy, high octane movement down the line. So it makes us feel that buzz. Our left back is on it. He's more that calm, collective, simple pass, 1-2s, can dribble with the ball. Yeah. So sometimes we're like, we're such a high octane attacking team. We're so used to Robbo with the overlap. Where Simi's waiting for the cutback. He ain't looking to do that whole overlap. So I think sometimes
I don't even mind that one though, because like I actually like him going forward compared to Robbo sometimes. Because like we said before, he can come inside, he's got a right foot, he's actually a bit more nice of it on the ball. But for me, it's defensively. There's even been games when we played well as a team, but he's been cooked by his winger. Like we might have won the game 2-3-1, but we've deeped it. The one goal we've conceded, or the times where they've got attacks in, we're like, right, Simi actually got cooked that game. So I do think if we can I personally would keep him, but if we got a good offering, like a 20 mil from another team, I'd cash in on him because I think we could upgrade.
Yeah, well, I'd keep him for now though. I think I keep him.
Yeah, keep him, man.
It's not an issue. It's not like a massive issue.
Listen, you're only as good as your last game. In the last game, he kept one of the most quickest man in the pocket, bro. So
yeah.
Well, but Adam was moving mad. Some of them shots are wild.
Oil ain't oiling up anymore, innit? The oil ain't oiling up the same anymore. It's like, I don't know. It's a bit cold down in Wolves, isn't it?
I can't believe we was linked with man as well. Bro.
Hey, listen,
I'd have him at right back, and that's it.
Listen, for a young little 12 mil, 15 million, last 20 minutes in a game, put him on.
Why not?
Bro, he'll get to the byline, but he'll go out for a throw-in. Adama, bro. And drop me out of that Adama trap. No,
bro. You have to think about some of them games. I'm saying, yeah, of course we can do better than that, but with our spending, bro, that's a FSG move. Little 12 mil.
If you can get a
oil him up for 20 minutes, bro.
I remember when man said, "Wait, pause." I remember we was in for man big time before, boy.
Even watching, actually, that's a whole nother tangent. But even watching the United game today, remember we were linked to Will Hughes? Hard.
Oh, bro, I remember.
Hey, I'm gonna send you one meme after about that Palace team, bro. But yeah,
at the time, he was a good footballer, man.
No, he was. At Derby, he was a prospect still.
So he went Derby. He went Watford as well, innit? They go Derby.
Yeah,
that was his move after. Yeah.
Cool.
That's a baby over.
Cool. Set Vandal.
Who?
He's doing well.
I forgot even play for us still.
He's doing well on loan still.
Snoop Dogg video. Who? That's what he is. Who?
Can someone check what he's doing? Because I swear he's doing well on loan at the moment.
Where
I heard he was doing all right.
I know he's on loan.
I think he's at Schalke, I think. It'll be interesting to see what he's...
Cool. I don't want to just blame him because you can't just say them casual things. They're bottom. But when I last checked the Bundesliga table, it was a couple of weeks ago now.
Oh, no,
they've had a long break.
He's only played 4 games.
Oh.
He had a mad injury, though. Yeah, he had a mad injury.
He had a mad
ankle injury.
I don't care. Shot him, innit? Shot him, man.
Yeah, nah, he can bounce. He can bounce.
If I forgot you're
Jerry's
still here,
Bro, Jerry's not on the sympathy
He's
thing.
put- you know what?
First man gets an injury and he's out, shot him. First man's going through growing pains, he's out. How long will we have to wait?
Jerry's not trying to wait at all, bro.
Jerry just don't care.
Bro, we need to get back to the top as quick as possible. You man are doing all of this dilly-dallying, loaning, this, that. That loan ain't gonna help Joe Gomez, man. Do you know what I mean? We need to shot him. We need to shot him anyway.
We're talking about
I'm not set Vanderberg.
yeah, bro. Jesus Christ.
Yo, the strays are catching.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Keep
all
Mr.
day
Slick hair.
All
Keep
day
Mr.
long.
Slick.
All day long. No problem.
Keep Mr. Slick hair and them thing.
What is there no like argument for a sell? Maybe
maybe a loan, but nah, I'm just nah.
A loan.
Keep it with it.
A load. Imagine we load out Van Dijk. You know, I would actually
swear-
slap Liverpool in the face. Honestly,
I swear to you, imagine we like loaned it out to like PSV or someone as well, like for Gakpo. That was the deal, innit? That in the summer,
Yeah.
Verge goes back to PSV.
You
know
what?
what?
That's
I
cracking me up, bro.
couldn't rate Verge after that, you know. If Verge made the move to PSV or something like that, that'd be done for me, man. Like, you be
we
my
gotta
favorite
keep
player
him.
after.
it'll be interesting to see where he would go after Liverpool if he doesn't stay here for his whole
Probably goes
career.
like AC Milan or something, man.
Yeah, he'll go back home probably.
He'll go Serie A. He'll ban out Serie A to like
He goes Serie
41.
A,
Bro.
I think he goes
He'll be
Serie A.
he'll be moving all nice.
He loves
and
Prada
everything,
too much. He's always talking about being in that Prada store as well. Yeah,
Virgil retires. Virgil retires at Liverpool, by the way.
You think?
Yeah, man, he ain't going nowhere.
I feel like he will stay for time though. I generally
Yeah.
can see him staying
pure
for
of
a
these
minute.
players,
Canada
I think
want him
pure
to,
of these
bro.
players, they're not retiring at Liverpool, man. I thought the same thing about Genie and Mane, and look what happened, bro.
Nah, Genie never ever gave me vibes that he was staying here the long term. Ever.
I thought
Like,
he was. I thought he'd be one of them brothers that's just there.
He
forever.
wanted to, but we didn't try.
But when the contract talk started, I was like, we ain't keeping this guy. We don't rate him like we rate the other ones. Like he's never.
Do you know when someone does the work that you don't see, bro? He's just always in the back office.
I'll be real.
Exactly.
And this is it, yeah. Because Liverpool fans, I'm gonna be honest, yeah. Maybe okay. I'm not saying anyone here on this chat right now, but man are talking like when Ginny was here, we was looking at him and thinking, yeah. I'm not, but like I said, I'm not saying anyone here specifically. I'm just saying the Liverpool fan base, the way that they move now. I'm like, I 100% know that you wasn't talking about Ginny the way that you're talking about Ginny now. That he's gone.
I was. I that's the first player that I got. That after after we signed him, he's the first player that I actually got the name and the number on the back. I'm the biggest.
You got next man on your back, man.
Hold on. You're chatting to a man that's got C Senor on his back and man don't want to say anything. Hold on.
I told Romz about that. Like, why you got next man? What's all that about, bro? What's wrong with your name? What's wrong with your name?
I got my chest. That's mad.
Let's not do that because who was you telling me yesterday who you've got on your back? And he's not even a Liverpool player.
Yeah, bro, but he's a legend though. But look at the player I'm talking about. Look at the player I was talking about.
In his pajamas. That's the worst thing about it. On those Liverpool pajamas, you went into the store and got Salah on the back of that.
Nah, that's mad.
Bro, I wouldn't. Listen, I'm not getting no next man on my back, bro. Pause. I'm all right.
It's a big wife for that.
Go on, say something. Go on. I dare you go. I dare you pull out your Gini Wijnaldum on top of that.
You're telling me all your Liverpool kits, you've got no player on your back on all of your Liverpool kits.
Only one old school. No, two. I got two. Sorry, two old school. Michael Owen and you know what's so mad? I got El Hadj Diouf. Imagine that.
Diouf. No,
Two pagans.
Yeah, imagine that.
Hear that at the African link and whatnot.
Yeah, Africa. That's what I'm saying, bro. Come on, what do you mean?
You definitely got it before the season.
Bro, you got Gini Wijnaldum. Are you Dutch?
I'm just deep in it. I've had 3 man. Yeah.
Are you Dutch?
Yo, what
you said? What? Hold on, Romz. Are you Brazilian?
Listen,
are you okay? But are you Dutch and are you Brazilian? Yes or no? Because I'm African, so I got El Hadj Diouf on the back. So go on, say something.
Hold on.
Man's carrying the whole continent. I said I'm African.
Listen, there's a big Ghanaian Dutch little connection. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, you got KLM Airlines that stops off in Amsterdam before it flies up back to Accra. That's my thing right there, bro.
Say it.
All right, cool. Okay. All right. Okay. Then Romz, let me see if you're Brazilian, then, my guy. Where's your Brazilian? Like, who's Brazilian in your family, bro?
No one still. No one.
All right, then. So then, why you got Senor? Why you got next man on your back? Then that's what I'm saying.
This is where it gets worse. Yeah. When I was younger, I had Owen Torres and Gerrard. But remember who I told you two I got in recent years? He was only at us for like 6-7 months. Robbie Keane, bro. Robbie bloody Keane.
Bro.
That was gas.
Hey, Romz, I was
That's what I'm saying.
so
Enough
gassed
funny
outside it.
movements and them things. That's what I'm saying. Crazy.
That's my favorite shirt of ours as well. 0809. That shirt was.
Yeah, no, that shirt was solid.
That shirt is
Yeah,
cold, bro. That shirt is cold.
Great thing.
Hey, Rams, don't
Sure.
mind these, man, bro.
Why? What ends? Who you got on the back of your shirt? First of all,
man is
the
on
fact
my
that you
back,
man got.
bro.
Say that again.
I don't have no man on my back, bro. I'm good.
Hey, you lot are crazy.
This
You lot
sounded
are
mad.
The only guy.
That's what I'm saying. You lot. That's what I'm saying.
Ever.
But that's what I'm saying. It will always sound mad because you got next man on your back. That's what I'm saying. I'm never gonna do that. I'm too grown for that.
The only guy I ever got was Gerrard. That's the only guy I've ever got.
I've had
That's it.
four.
Now,
Gerrard.
for me, I've got two. I've got two.
What? Genie and who else?
And Verge. I got Verges.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Bruv,
but you
I
love
know
the
you're
Dutch,
trying to
boy.
figure it out. Are you sure?
You love the Dutch, boy. That's crazy.
Huh?
And it just
You like the Dutch?
you had a few more.
Hey, now JS got a point. Are we doing that? Sell, loan, and keep Klopp?
Oh yeah, he's a definite.
I said loan. We're selling him.
Yeah, that guy gets sold quicker than anybody else.
But hold on. We got to go with Endsman's what's it called? Thought process, right? Listen to this, yeah. But we can't get rid of Klopp because that means we ain't got a replacement unless you man want Linders.
I'll take
I didn't even say that.
Unless we
No.
Linders out.
Obviously no, but we're using the premise. We're using the premise that if we're getting rid of these guys, like the players, for example, there's certain man that you want in. I'm saying, yeah, if we're getting rid of Klopp, I know who I want in straight off the bat.
Oh, Enrique.
Come on, bro, you already know the vibe.
What about Kravitz? She's smiling up the place.
That's it. Romz is a type.
Guardiola, Battle of the Peps.
He's savage is on me.
I told you, man, I'm crazy. I told you. Bare Dutch man on the back. Crazy.
It was a mad
You know
comment
what,
you
G?
were making,
To
bro.
make it better, bro, before I got C Senor, I hadn't had no one for 12. All my kids have my name. I hadn't had anyone for like 12 years, bro.
Bro, any other top? I have got another top, but that's got my surname on the back. That's it, bro. Can't have next man on my back. That's crazy.
Hold on, man's walking around with the government on the back, yeah? Mad.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, but you're walking around with two Dutch men on your back, so I'd rather have my government
team, bro.
than two Dutch men.
Hold on. When you definitely got a basketball jersey. You're trying to tell me you got the plain thing on the back. There's nothing on the back.
I got my name on
Just
it.
enough.
I can vouch. I
put my name, bro.
On the basketball jersey.
Yeah, bro, customized. Bro, why am I gonna put a next man
That's
on my
what I
back?
did.
Are you not getting the
Man, you're not
concept?
doing the customized thing. You're going on the Nike store and you're seeing whoever, bro, and you're copying it. Michael Jordan, and you got Jordan.
If it's okay, you know what? Fuck it, yeah.
Jordan
If it's
24
Michael
jersey.
Jordan, I'll run it. Michael Jordan, I'll run it.
See, you know what I mean? Man's got Jordan on his back. Man's got Michael on his back. You know, like that.
Bro, you've got two Dutch guys on your back, and you got a Brazilian guy on your back. You guys are moving wild as it.
This sounds mad stuff, bro. This sounds mad stuff.
Let me get back to the
Rage Spot saying Romz Deffer had Voronin on his back.
No way, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No way.
They're like Triple H in that, bro. That's
That's
mad.
That's saying imagine you on your back. You ain't serious, bro.
Now, G keeping it G would be cold. And then you could put like 45.
G taking it G, yeah, mad. Anyway,
See? Crazy, guys. Crazy.
all right, cool. Yeah, so we've done the team. Oh, yeah, we've done the team, right? So cool. Hold on, let me exit this. Cool. So obviously we've done the team, people. Now, yeah, I'm just gonna go around, and with the players that we had there in it. So I'll read them off. Actually, I'll get it back up. To be fair. So we see. So obviously, just summarize what's happening, people. So obviously, we're selling Adrian, Fabinho, Jones, Keita, Kelleher, Milner, Ox, Phillips, and Sepp Vandenberg. we're loaning Carvalho.
That's not even a lot.
And Gomez. I think that loan thing's got to be used a bit more. You know, we're not loaning enough players. They're not even developing, but it is what it is, and we're keeping.
But I guess because we haven't got like the youth guys in there as well too.
Oh yeah, like Bajcetic and stuff. But yeah,
like Bajcetic is in there. Like there's a couple men in there still.
Mabaya and all of that, and it
Balagizi.
Balagizi and that. Cool. Obviously we're keeping. We got Trent, Alisson, Nunez, Diaz, Elliott. How the hell did this brother get in? I don't know, man. But Bobby's staying for somehow.
Jeez.
For some reason, we got Hendo in there, Jota, Konate, Matip, Kevin Ramsay, Robertson, Mr. Number 11, Salah, Thiago, Tsimikas, and Virgil van Dijk. Now, looking at that team in terms of keep, I'm going to go around and I want 3, like, obviously these players are gone, right? And we're not going to ask you to replace all of these players, but name 3 players that you'd like to come in and replace the players that we left. Because obviously we've let go of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 12 players. Obviously the loan players are on loan, but let's look at the 10 players. So if we all give like 3 players each, it should cover that and the loan players. So yeah, chat to me. Let's start with, let's start with Ends, man. I want to hear what Ends-man's got to say, man.
All right, so 3 players.
3 players to go and sort this out.
Midfield, I'm going with Frankie de Jong.
Oh, you're the guy. That's who.
Football, ball playing, can play in 6, 8, 10, wherever you want to play him, he'll play there, even centre back for some reason. But he'll have that Dutch connection with obviously Verge and Gakpo. So he'll come in there and play some good football. In terms of defense, Vardio. He's a Liverpool fan, which is good. So we don't even have to sell him the club. It will just be the price tag. Might be the problem, but he's 20. You guys wanted a replacement at centre back. I'm thinking Caicedo, but I don't know if he's gonna. If Chelsea wants more Chelsea. If not him, then I'll go Declan Rice. So if I can't get Caicedo, I'll go Declan.
Cool. How come you went for 2 different profiles of player? Because obviously Caicedo and Declan, they're not the same type of player.
So I'm thinking of the English quota. So I'm trying to think of the players that we let go to try and get in there, the quota in. But I would rather Caicedo because I think he would come in and give us that high octane energy in the midfield that we need. And so would Frankie de Jong as well. But what Frankie does, he has that ball playing. He thinks really quickly when he's on the ball. So the way he moves around the pitch, it would be cold in this team, man, honestly. And Caicedo will just be doing that run around and mop it up everyone. And then whoever else you want to kind of put him with. And then Declan would just do the same thing that we needed from Flacco, running around, mop it up in the 6. But distributing the ball and can then go play centre back. Also can play in an 8 as well, and he's a leader as well, and he's English, so covers a lot of roles and positions.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
Good choices, man.
Chat to me, man.
Definitely with the Garvidal. I think he's a good centre back. I think he's the left-sided centre back that we need. So yeah, I agree with Ends on that one. Midfielder. Honestly, I like Yunus Musa. That's like one of my He's been a player that I've been watching for a little while now, and I feel like he'd do quite well in our team. His skill set, I think, actually fits the pressing style that we need in this team as well. Especially, I don't think he'll cost a lot. Homegrown as well. He used to play at he was at Arsenal Academy, so I'm sure he would still qualify, even though he has left for Valencia. So if he does, then even better. And yeah, the cost I don't think is going to be that high for a player I feel is going to come in and probably do a similar, not the same, but a similar job to what we've already got Henderson doing now. But we're going to get a younger version and someone who I think has got better technique on the ball. So I feel like we would be all right in that kind of position. Third player I would go with is you got centre back, you got centre midfielder. Maybe You know what? Man, I'll just go with Bellingham. I'll just go with Bellingham. Just
After
purely
everything
because.
you said about him, I'm joking. No, I can't.
Yeah, no, I would go with Bellingham. I think. Yeah, I think. Yeah, because because we said we're gonna keep the Calvin Ramsay and Trent Alexander-Arnold. If we was maybe letting Calvin Ramsay go on loan, I would have potentially gone with actually who Chris McAvoy mentioned, a player there I've always liked is Livramento from Southampton. I've always thought he's a good fullback. He's someone I've had my eye on, but he's quite young anyway. But I would have gone for a right back if I could have picked one. But yeah, we'll go with Yunus Musa, Garvidar, and Bellingham.
Cool. And a quick one. You said, sorry, where is it? Oh, I need to add it again. Your one was, hold on, it was Rice.
Caicedo, Vardio, and
That's it.
Frankie de Jong.
I said Frankie de Jong, isn't it? Cool.
So if I couldn't get Caicedo, I'd go Rice. If not, vice versa.
Cool. And G, you're saying, hold on, Vardo,
Musa,
and
Bellingham.
Bell. Cool.
JB.
Chat to me, man. Chat to me. Romz.
Yeah, Enz has two of my players. I'm Guardiola, because again, Liverpool fan, won't need to sell the club. Left-sided, centre back, and I think he's quality. I know a lot of these new gen will use the latest Messi game and just try and ridicule him, but we know he had a stellar campaign, and he's been playing well for Leipzig before the campaign as well. So he'll be mad. Centre back option, Frankie de Jong as well. Can play the 10-8-6. He can collect it under pressure. He's a good ball carrier. He can convert from defense to attack quickly. I've always wanted Frankie de Jong. When United were linked with him, I was just praying they didn't get him. So my third might come.
Nah, same.
Bro, it was hurting me. My third one, I don't think it will surprise JJ and G because I've mentioned him to you two before, but obviously in addition and I'm not. But Amadou Onana from Everton. Now, I know everyone might think, oh, you can't say it. Look what Everton are, they're doing bad. But that, again, what End was alluded to during the stream, that's more of a collective. Him and just again, Iwobi in that midfield three, maybe not of recent, but they've been doing quite well and they've been quite combative. They've been getting beaten on the flanks with Mikalenko and Patterson. And Everton right now aren't good. But him in a Klopp system, just as that destroyer, as a six, he's got good ball retention. He's quite technically sound. When I saw Everton sign him from Lille, I said, Lampard had a still there. When I saw Everton sign, I think he's going to be a baller. You saw what he done to us at Goodison. Ran that show. Even though we had Carvalho and I think Carvalho starting in midfield. So
Carvalho and Elliott, yeah.
He looked like boy, yeah. Carvalho and Elliott looked at, and it was Keita with them, wasn't it? Or Fabinho? I think it was Fabinho. Bro, Onana made it look like boys against men. So I think in this system, Onana will be quality, and he's young. I think 20 or 21. He's very young. Belgian international, and he was batting it up for Lille. But that's my third man. I've always rated him. He shouldn't be at Everton, as far as I'm concerned. He won't be there for long.
Cool-ish.
It's actually hard, you know. Obviously, like, I hear what you man are saying about Radio, but I'm gonna set that back. Like you said, as well, offers balance. He's left-sided, left-footed, left-sided as well. But part of me kind of thinks we might need three midfielders. You know, like
I hear it.
Can the centre back thing wait one more year? That's what I'm thinking. Can that wait one more year with Matip?
Now you're really thinking like Liverpool, boy.
Bro, gee, what did I say? We solve one problem at a time. There's no way we solve midfield and another position in this summer. No, I don't think so anyway.
No, bro. I already know
I'm even tempted to go and grab three midfielders, you know. I know the Enzo thing's kind of died down a little bit, but if you don't get Jude, then we still have that sort of money to be playing with. He's one I would be looking at. Caicedo as well. Again, you're kind of buying someone you know is gonna just come in and he can play in the Prem. There should be no bedding in period. There should be no adaptation. So I'd probably grab him too. I like Declan Rice, but I think the money, even though he's going into the final year, I think West Ham will still be asking for like 70, 80 mil. I'm not really sure about that for Declan Rice.
Hold on, when does his deal end then? Does it not end at the end of this season, or is it next season?
No, I think it's next season.
Next year.
So
Okay.
they have to sell him either this season or else they risk losing him.
Yeah.
So they have to sell him in the summer.
But I think they're still. I read that they're still asking for like 80 M's. You man think he's worth that? I'm not sure. You know.
They can ask what they want, but come January,
You know, like that, you can keep asking.
Come January, bro, this guy could just sign a pre-contract with someone and lose him for nothing. So it's down to them.
So what
do you think he's going for? Like what? Bit like for me, anything more than like 60 M's for Declan Rice, I don't think it's really worth it. To be honest, like for a midfielder that doesn't really get you goals. Yeah, he can show he is a decent all rounder. He does get about the pitch, but I'm not really feeling that for him, to be honest. I'll probably go get Enzo, Caicedo, and you know what? I will grab Guardiola as well. I will grab him as well because I do think if he's there, I mean, if we sell Gomez this summer and get decent money for him, say we sell Gomez for like 50 M's, I'd slap down to 70 million for Guardiola. So yeah, I'll get him as well. I'll get Caicedo, Enzo, and then Guardiola because I don't think we're getting Jude.
Cool.
Hey Jerry, can I change one of my midfielders?
Yeah, go
on. I'll take Caicedo out because that's what I'd probably say. Because I think we'll probably have Thiago still. Put Jasper Longstrom or Landstrom, I think his surname is. He's from Denmark.
Oh yeah.
Plays for is it Frankfurt? I think he plays for. He's 21. If you man don't know him yet, go and check him out, bro.
Oh, no. Him and Kamada kind of play in the middle together. They're the Japanese international. I think I know the player you're on about.
Yeah. Hey, honourable mention for Javi Simmons though. That guy was very close to my list.
You know what it is with him though? I just feel like those kind of techie players when they get to Liverpool, it's just like
you turn him into a defender.
Cool. You're now a number 8, but you can't go in a box. So
I'm going off the narrative that we've sacked Klopp and someone else is coming. That's why I'm signing these techie man.
What? Klopp's gone. Yeah. Now let's give me Pedri. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking.
So Lindstrom, yeah.
Yeah, his name is Jasper.
Jasper Lindstrom. Yeah, 22. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go bold in it. Colwill. So Levi Colwill from the one at Brighton. I know it's difficult to get from Chelsea.
Left-sided centre back, really good.
Left-sided centre back, left-footed, comfy, fills that English quota. He's quality. He's comfy on the ball. He's got legs on him in terms of like he can run as well. I think that's a no-brainer.
Some of them passes he was making.
Yeah, exactly. Like into feet, like finding the front man, like just like that's what you want from him, man. He's a good player, man. Good player. Pocketed Salah as well. Salah had no change from him at all. So
that's it, bro. Bear man pocket Salah these days, bro.
I was just about to say, I seen Robinson from Fulham do that at the beginning of the season.
Tomiyasu, bro. Bare basic ballers are pocketing Salah, man.
Why does he always get done by basic ballers, bro? I don't get it.
No, but do you know what it is? It's the fullbacks. I hear it. Like he's been pocketed by like these athletic fullbacks, but usually his centre back he's got. Like if he comes on the inside, I've seen him spin centre backs unless there's a free at the back. That when Rudiger's played out there, but the centre backs I've seen him spin the centre backs. He didn't have no change from Cole at all.
I
was just giving the arm like, you stay there, bro. You stay there. This is my area here.
I liked him, man. I liked him. He was good. He. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but I suggest you check it out on Twitter. It was actually like breaking down kind of De Zerbi's kind of tactics against Liverpool. They had like this 4, which was obviously Dunk, Colwill, Caicedo, and who played in the middle with him, man? McAllister. It just looked dumb. When I saw it, it just looked dumb. The way they were keeping the ball amongst each other, and then Colwill would just spread it out wide. Do you know what I mean? Randomly, like it was just perfect to see. So like, I like Colwill. Obviously I love my centre backs. I'm getting Tyler Adams.
That's a shout still.
Yeah, that's your guy. Yeah, I know that's your guy.
That's your guy.
I'm getting Tyler Adams. I think. Yeah, we saw we done the show in it. The stats are ridiculous. He's a leader as well, captain of the US men's national team.
Yeah, he's a baller. He's a baller. I like
he's played in Germany. He's played for Leipzig. He started off at right back, so he can cover there as well. He can obviously develop as well. So, and he's got legs. I think that's proper important. He's intense. So, I have Tyler Adams. The third one, yeah.
It's hard doing 3 as well. Like.
Yeah, it is. The third one. You know what? I wasn't really on the boat like that, because of the amount of money that they're charging. But I'm gonna go Caicedo. I think Caicedo is he's the closest thing I've seen to like Genie in terms of the way in which he plays, the way he lose the ball. Like, he doesn't lose the ball, and I think that's what Liverpool need. I think it's weird. Thiago's got all the ability, but he loses the ball quite often. Like he plays a pass that's quite risky, and then we lose the ball. Genie never done that. Like Genie's like hardly lost the ball. So Caicedo's there. I'll probably go Caicedo. I think Caicedo's the one for me.
I think from what I heard of, everyone's kind of free. All good players, boy. Like if we can at least get like 6 of these guys, I'll be more than happy, boy.
Yeah. So there it is, people. Let me see if I can actually. Yeah. So there it is. Obviously, we've got Endman. He's got Jasper Lindstrom from Frankfurt. We've got Frankie de Jong and Gvardiol. G's gone Gvardiol, Yunus Musa, Valencia, and then obviously Bellingham. Romz has gone with Gvardiol also, Frankie de Jong, and then Nana from Everton. We've got Ish that's gone with Ender Fernandez, Caicedo, and Gvardiol. And then myself with Levi Colwill from obviously on loan from Chelsea at Brighton. Tyler Adams from Leeds, and then obviously Caicedo. At this moment in time, it's mad. Gvardiol is like a guaranteed, like it's like we should get him. Then this was a consortium. Gvardiol's the first name on the team sheet on the transfer list. Sorry,
but you made a very good point though about the whole. Sorry to cut you like that, but you made a very good point about the whole Colwill thing because of the English quota thing. Then obviously I didn't really think of him. I think he's good, but he just wasn't the one that I thought of. Everyone's thought of Gvardiol because he is kind of the next guy ready, I would say. But when you mentioned the quota, I guess these are things that we got to think about as well. If we're not going to sign any more English players, so to speak, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wait. And who did you have originally before Lindstrom?
He was going to be Declan Rice or what's his name, Caicedo. It was tossed up between the two, but the reason why I went for Jasper as well because he's a Liverpool fan as well and he's a baller.
How everyone's a bloody Liverpool fan these days.
I don't know. I play too much Football Manager, bro. I've researched these players like there's no tomorrow. Watch a lot of games.
How good is that Jasper Lindstrom? Because obviously I haven't.
Speed, dribbling, left foot, right foot, leader.
Is he
play
tall?
right wing, left wing? Yeah, he's got that lanky frame in it, but he is similar to what's his name that Chelsea just signed? Similar to him. Modric, yeah, similar to him.
You man, I was deep in this the other day. A player that we were just linked to him all summer, then you just don't hear of him at all anymore. But Florian Neuhaus, I think Neuhaus, how you pronounce it?
Oh yeah. I forgot
Bro,
about it.
we were linked to. I think it was where was it 2021? Someone just gone. No, it was the one before. Going into last season. But you just don't hear anything anymore. Like, I don't know if he's fell off a cliff. Is he still at Gladbach? But
still doing balling out. It's just didn't
no one
pursue it,
really.
yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Albert's saying he's injured. Break out Albert. That makes sense because he had a lot of suitors. It wasn't just us. There was other big European clubs in for him as well.
What you man saying on Matheus Nunes? You man rating him?
Yeah.
I like him. I like him,
bro.
I like him. He's not my first choice, isn't it? But he's all right. Like at this moment.
Yeah, like if I can't get my first or second or third choice, then yeah, I'll pick him.
For me, it's more annoyed at that we just didn't get him because he was there for us to get in the summer.
Yeah,
and now we're going to overpay.
Do you know how mad it was? Yeah, watched him throughout last season, and then his last game before obviously he left, bro. He put one in the top corner, bro. From way out. I was like, nah, definitely sign him now. And then he was just like, nah, we ain't interested. I'm like, hold on a minute. What?
But we had Tyler Morton in it, so we were good. We were all good.
Wow, Martin.
Yeah, it's mad. Remember we were supposed to get Neuhaus as well last season.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's what the player he was talking about. That's the one.
That's what Kone. Obviously, Kone also took over Neuhaus's position. We got Demo asking. Remember the Sheffield midfielder Sander Berger.
Hey,
you know what's mad?
I forced it with him so much. I watched 1-2 YouTube comps. I was like, you know what?
Jerry was the one forcing him, bro. Yeah, I remember you was campaigning for this guy to come to the team. Bro.
Yeah, we can't be watching the YouTube stuff.
I'd have anyone, man.
But you know what's mad? Yeah, look at the I'm sure everyone who's watching this, they can see the names of the players and stuff like that. Frankie De Jong, Yunus Musa, Bellingham. Obviously, let's take out Bellingham. Caicedo, Onana. Like, we've named how many other different midfielders? Matheus Nunes we just named as well. These times, managers have signed a new midfielder, but we've just gone out and named, let's say, our choices. And this is why I feel at times the stubbornness comes into play with Klopp, because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, right, like, yes, I'm not saying buy all of them, of course. Bellingham, that's an arm and a leg. Vardio, he's going to cost you quite a bit of money anyway. I'm just talking about potentially your Caicedos, your Ananas before he's gone to Everton, your Yunus Musas kind of thing. Like, Lindstrom, like, if there's players out there, but it just seems like my man just wanted Tchouameni, couldn't get Tchouameni, and that was it. That's what vexes me the most when I hear about this kind of thing.
Do you know what it is, though, G's? Because with Klopp and with our scouting team, they only look for players to suit the shape. We don't actually look at players that we have to change the shape for. We only get, all right, we're going with a 4-3-3. That means we're going to buy the players that will fit into the shape. Like, for us, we'll be like, if I buy a 10, that gives me another option. He's not thinking like that. He's like, nah, that's the shape. I don't want a 10 because we're never going to change it.
But then, if I was just about to say, it's not even that. Look at the midfield that played yesterday. Yeah, for example, that's not the midfield that I would ever associate with Jurgen Klopp. It's not as intense. It's not the high press that I would associate, as opposed to, your Fabinhos, your Gini Wijnaldums, your Jordan Hendersons in their prime. I don't feel like that midfield represents that. But we saw yesterday, he had to change up the way that we played. It was a lot more of a possession-based game. It wasn't about necessarily getting your front players to run, in behind as we would if we had a
play football, man.
No, bro, 100% agree. But that's why I'm baffled with. Sorry, Ron, just quickly. That's why I'm just baffled with why then. Yes, I understand. He's got a profile of player. Yes, necessarily wants to buy it. But surely then, if you couldn't get that player, maybe there was then something else that we could have potentially have looked at to then maybe even add, maybe even just a different dimension. Do you get what I'm saying? I think it's just more about you not being flexible enough to at least adapt and change, where I'm just getting a little bit annoyed with him. Well, I am very annoyed with him.
No, spot on, because even I know when, actually, I don't know 100% but when we saw the lineup, in fact, I'll ask you, when you saw the lineup yesterday, did you feel we had a chance? Because when I first saw that lineup, I said to myself, I think we're going to lose the game, but we have to try and play possession based with the profile plays we had. That was a technical team. That wasn't, for me, that weren't really an industrious team. That was a technical team. So I thought, even though I felt we'd lose, I didn't think it would be embarrassing at the end, because I thought, these are players that can actually calm it down, and do you know what I mean? So, yeah, 100%.
Go and check what I said. I did, because I did the preview show on Jamie's channel, and I said if we play the players that I want to say, because I said Carvalho to play. I said Harvey should play. Bisetic should play. I think I said Ramsay, but they said Milner will play. And I was like, okay, cool. If the more senior players isn't playing, then yeah, definitely we'll get a game. And I said we would win, but I said 3-1 because in my head I'm like, the football that I know that we'll play with Harvey in the right position, Carvalho on the pitch. They play that shot. They think really quickly, the younger players. Their process of the game. I love Bajcetic because he doesn't win the ball and then think about his pass. Before he even goes to win the ball, he already knows what pass he's going to make. And that split seconds allows us to transition.
And you know why you're spot on, yeah? Because this is what, after, I think we did a watch along for the United game in pre-season, didn't we, JJ? And I said, that's the first time I saw Bajcetic. And I said, of course, before anyone comes for me, he's nowhere near as good as Busquets. But he's Busquets-esque in the sense that he loves to receive. In that game in particular, he was receiving it under pressure, that he would have Fred and McTominay close him down, but he wouldn't care. He'll be screaming for the ball. And he would just look comfortable under pressure on the half-time. And I said, I like this. We've not had a player like this in a while. I actually like this. But yeah, I 100% agree with you, man. Because you could kind of tell in the first 5 minutes the type of game it would be. Because I can't lie, watching it, I had growing confidence because of the type of play we had.
Yeah, and I didn't feel yesterday. I don't know for you guys at all, but I didn't. You know, normally when we watch Liverpool, there's always that nervousness in the game. You're like, Yesterday, I not even lying, hand up, bro. I'm telling you, not at one point did I feel like they were gonna score, or I felt like we were under pressure. It was just like it was all calm. Every time we got the ball, we played football. Yeah, we just kept playing out of trouble. I was like, yeah, man, stop kicking the ball long.
This is why, though, and this I did try my very hardest to not be the Debbie Downer. But then this is why when everyone was gassing and saying about having this midfield against the Chelsea, I said, look at the team that we played yesterday. We played against a Wolves side who offered absolutely nothing. Chelsea will offer us something both in the middle and in their attack, regardless of what we think of their attack, regardless of if Kai Havertz plays or doesn't play. I'm hearing that he might not play. They're going to offer something in their team, whereas Wolves didn't really offer you anything and didn't really have the quality of players to do so until they started making substitutions. And then you saw in the last 10 minutes of that game, we were back to the normal Liverpool that I've seen over the last two months or since the World Cup, where it was nervous, where you're now thinking, oh shit, okay, we might concede. They're having chances. They're getting balls into the box. They're just creating, but they just couldn't finish it off. That's what I was starting to notice in that last 10 minutes. Obviously, we also made changes, obviously, to our team, and certain players started coming on. But that's why I'm just a little bit like against Chelsea. I don't know. He might change it up, not because he thinks that these guys play dead or anything, just because what we faced against Wolves, he knows we ain't facing that against the Chelsea. So he may need to change it up. But I would like to see potentially, I can't remember who played in defense. I don't know who this Konate, yeah.
Konate, Gomez,
I'm not playing
Milner.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I really want to play Gomez like that. But maybe I might have to. Exactly. Only because he's quick and they're gonna have that Mudryk guy there.
Yeah, maybe so. Look, big up to everyone that's been in the building. It's been a great show. And obviously, we're gonna run through some of the comments as well before we head out and wrap up, and obviously save the Chelsea talk and Mudryk talk for the preview.
Yes.
Chelsea game as well. Big up Albert saying, hey guys, this kid Willie Gnotto at Leeds is serious business. Yeah, G's rating him, isn't it? G rating him, isn't it?
Have you seen his
bro, since he was in Italy, I was saying, yo, this guy is cold.
Hey, that volley was wavy, bro.
Have you seen
that volley was wavy. Yeah, the goal was wavy still.
Chris McAvoy, big up, saying, I'm a bit angry about this Jones sell, man. He's 21, he never gives the ball away, and he's never had a bad game.
He's never had a good game even, but
he's definitely had a bad game. Let's not do that. West Brom 2020-21 season.
No comment.
Let's keep that one.
Assad saying Thiago Silva's better than Verge. That's in response.
Assad, you are sitting 10th and you're out here telling us about your Chelsea players, bro.
Players. JS saying loan Virgil to Everton. Lampard needs him. Mr. Dare Say Drifty says he did well for Preston for 2 seasons. That's in regards to Sepp Vandenberg. You got Rage Pot saying, how much do you think we can recoup from the sale of those players?
That's a good question. We didn't even answer that.
No, I'll get it.
If we get 50 M's, we're lucky, I reckon.
50 M's.
Yeah, bro.
Who are we selling about? Hold on. Who are we trying to sell then?
Brother, at least 3 of them man with contracts are coming up, so we're not getting anything.
We're getting if they had a value, so if they still had 2 years left and we keep current form.
All right, Fabinho
we
was
got
selling
that.
for what? 40 million.
50.
Yeah.
40.
I'm saying 50.
50.
For
His
Flacco.
price value at the moment is 50.
You got to hope that they haven't been watching for the last 6 months, the scouts.
Word.
All right, cool. 50 million. Jones, what are we saying? 15?
30.
20.
30.
Nah,
30.
30. You
Bro,
lot are looking at
English
about
tax.
20.
English tax.
No, 25. No. Think about it like this, yeah. Nico Williams went for how much?
17 or
True.
something.
Bro,
Okay, so I'm saying you're getting 25 minimum.
Listen, we
for
saw
Keita.
Dominic
Yeah, 25.
Solanke, bro.
Brewster,
for-
Solanke, yeah.
Come
yeah.
on, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Trust me.
30 million then. Fuck it, 30 million. 30
All
million.
right,
Bro,
so that's
man them.
what's not 70,
Morgan
yeah?
Gibbs White went for 50 M's.
Yeah.
Bro, yeah. No.
How much?
50 M's.
Morgan Gibbs White, bro. 45 mil. He went
You're right.
for.
So hold on.
45,
Are we
bro.
saying?
I want
are we
30.
saying
I want 30.
All right, cool. So
He
we're
just
saying
signed a
80
new
million.
deal.
So we're saying 80 million, yeah, because we know Adrian's going to be in a free. 80
Yeah.
million out of
Yeah.
those players. Naby Keita is going to be a free.
Free.
Kelleher,
Yeah.
how much? 30 million.
25 to
30 million.
30.
30, 'cause that's what's even being quoted now.
Yeah.
So what? 110, yeah.
Yeah.
Milner on a free.
Oxen are free.
Ox on a free. How much for Phillips?
15.
10,
15,
15,
10. 15, 10.
10.
Yeah.
10.
I would
Yeah.
say a young 12.
Yeah, we can go to
Yeah, the 2 mils add-ons though, innit?
Yeah, the 2 mil add-ons, but with 12
Yeah.
overall package. Like.
You know, it's appearances add-ons.
You know like that?
They'll be
So,
doing a
cool.
Griezmann. They'll be bringing man on for like the last half an hour and that, man. It'll
Yeah.
get sticky.
So, all right, cool. So we get 120 and Set Vandenberg. What are we saying? 5?
8. Can push that up.
I'm gonna go 10. You know, I'm
Yeah.
gonna actually
What?
say 10.
Still young.
There's no quota.
Future.
There's no nothing, bro.
Yeah,
There's no
but it's-
sample
No, I
size.
reckon you'll get 10 purely from the sheer fact that I'm judging it by how much we was able to get a Nico Williams for someone who went out on loan and played. This guy's been going out on loan and playing, so I feel like a 10 is not too bad for him.
Yeah, 10.
A
ain't
team
too
will
bad.
pay that. Team will pay that.
So what we're
I
saying?
don't
We're saying
know,
what
you know.
one? So we're
120.
saying what, 130.
130. Bro, that's
Oh, shit,
130
it
mil
depends
for
on
them, man. That's decent, bro.
Bro,
decent,
that's
you know?
Jude Bellingham right there.
Yeah.
These man can cut. What are you, man? See you later.
But you see, this what I'm saying though, Ish. So now it depends. Now, if we're saying we're gonna get 130 from say just them, man, yeah, as an example.
Yeah.
If what Jerry's saying before, but you add on the 250, so then altogether, what's that about? Just under the 400.
Yeah.
Bro, we got some P's to, you know what I mean, to really go out there. You could easily spend all that P on Jude Bellingham and still have your 200, 250 to go out there and actually really sort out the rest of the team. Well, at least more positions anyway. So
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm on that. You don't need to convince me. Let's do it.
yeah, I know you're
all of them
ready.
I can cut. All of them I can cut.
Albert saying, I'm going to tell you guys something. Don't be surprised if that 105 million Enzo Fernandez, I assume that is, ends up with us. He's a George Mendes player. Maybe.
I rate Enzo still.
I can't see it without no Champions League, man.
Chris saying even Gakpo isn't a clock player. These street ballers are not his type too. Diaz, Nunez, Jota, Minamino.
I'm guessing, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
Minamino.
so.
Yeah. That's an argument. There's an argument. JS saying Benzema is a free transfer this summer. He's never coming.
Is he?
Them wages, bro.
They'll definitely give him.
No, say swear Benzema's a free transfer or something.
Gee, don't get
Yeah.
hype, bro.
Gee, don't get excited.
Yeah, we ain't getting him, bro.
Come on, man.
Say no more. If Benzema comes to Liverpool,
35-year-old.
then I don't want to hear none of you celebrate at all, bro.
We got
Yeah, you're gonna have
Nunez,
Benzema
bro.
on your back, innit? You're gonna get Benzema on your back, innit?
Hey, G, we got Nunez, bro. It's all good, bro. What are you worried
Word.
about that?
We got Nunez.
Came from Benfica to the Big Reds, man. Never forget that.
Carry on.
Chris saying,
Carry on.
Musa was 15 mil. Moses Caicedo was 8.5 mil. Yeah, that's mad.
I feel
Mad.
sick.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Q.
Nah, I'm alright.
Nah, I'm
Cool
good.
dude. Big up to
Nah.
yourself.
I want Mason Mount.
I would take
Bro.
Gallagher.
Replace Hendo.
Gallagher's some Robbie Savage regen, bro. Man, all man knows is yellow cards and hairbands. Allow it.
No, you're dissing him. He's a bit more techie than Robbie Savage. Don't do that ish.
I don't. He's meaty, bro.
For a
Conor
smaller
Gallagher
club.
is
Robbie
meaty.
Robbie
Conor
Savage.
Gallagher, bro. Conor Gallagher is mid. I'm telling you, he's mid.
No, he is,
I
but
don't want to see him at
at
Liverpool.
least say he's a rich man's Robbie Savage. You can't just say he's Robbie Savage. No.
Yeah,
Robbie
nah, he's got more tech than a
Poor man's
Robbie
Robbie
Savage.
Savage, bro.
I'll
Poor
give
man's Robbie Savage. The man just runs about, gets yellow cards. That's it.
I won't
ain't
make
trying to
some
hit it.
now.
Cool. Fairs.
Is that what we're
Albert
doing,
saying, if he hasn't been injured and missed the World Cup, I would have been in for Florian Neuhaus. Yeah, that's fairs. That's fairs, to be fair. We got Chris saying FSG fake, never get in the war chest. That's true. LFC Network, big up to yourself, saying no, we should keep Fabinho. Who else have we got?
You didn't hear that we're getting 50 million for Fabinho. You're not listening.
Yeah.
He can cut. 50 M's.
But that's it. Yeah, so that's hold on. Last question, we'll give it to him. Saying, would you be happy with Jude, Nunez, Caicedo, Koné, and Guardado? I think anyone would be happy with that.
I'll be doing.
I think anyone would be happy with that, bro.
I think anyone will be happy with that one. LFC Network. But
I'll be doing cartwheels, bro. I'll start saying we're winning the league and all.
Christmas would have come early, man. Christmas would have come early. But look, man, that's been the show. It's been another graveyard shift from us. You know what? This is mad stamina from ends. You know, first time on the show, you just hacked it. 2 hours 45 minutes.
Hey, listen, I've been doing shows all day, bro.
Yeah, you're firming it. You're charging. Yeah. You know what? Big up the ends for coming on, man. Much appreciated.
Yeah, facts. Big up.
Dynamic,
appreciate
good
you,
vibe.
man.
We've got good knowledge, guys. Make sure we're obviously heading over to Endsman TV. Make sure we're subscribing as well. I want all you guys subscribing. Let the people know what's coming up as well. Endsman TV.
What's tomorrow? So tomorrow, same thing. We're doing a tier system show. So we're chopping up the front three for the top 6 teams. So I'm talking about Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, United, us obviously. So we're gonna do that. So that should be a great conversation. Next day, I've got the preview show for the Chelsea game, player rating show as well, and we also do a Q&A show. So it's non-football related, but a couple of you can ask football questions as well. So have the panel together. We chop up our own topics, and then the guys in the comments normally ask us some questions, man. We just chop it up with them.
Cool, man. We're gonna have to make sure we get over there. Man.
Yeah, nah. Man.
Savage Talk saying, look, the man at 50 shows. So big up. G, Romz, Ish, as always. Big up to you guys. G, Ish, firstly, let the people know what's coming up on the Equalizer, man. What captions are loading? Today's captions loaded already, isn't it? You're on mute, by the way.
You're on mute.
Yeah, and I dropped a quick thing for Pep's birthday earlier. So yeah, go run that one up. But yeah, the Elise ones is cooking right now, bro. I'm gonna have to drop that tomorrow, man, because that free kick moved me, man. But yeah, Equalizer 3 __ Instagram, Twitter. You know where I am, man. You might know where to find me.
Exactly.
But yeah, big up everyone.
And obviously GTV. Is there anything coming up at the moment on the agenda for us on GTV?
You'll find out in the morning, guys. You'll find out in the morning. Obviously, exactly. Man's trying to get back to my EastEnders, innit? So let's do this wrap up real quick. Motherfuckers.
What you're doing, G's serious as well. You know what? On that note, yeah, I've just got a message for the for the people as well. T.I.'s in the top 15 of rappers of all time, innit?
Before he even heads out with that nonsense, yeah, let me say something serious. Guys, please make sure you are smashing that like button. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I beg, we are so close to getting to 1K, man. Like, let's get the Jerry James show. Let's get it up there. We like I said, man. We got. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. We've got a lot of things in the pipeline. Yeah? You know, if you want to unsubscribe for that one, that I'm going to be good with that. But it's up to you. But all jokes aside, man, keep smashing them likes, keep smashing that subscribe button. If you have an Endsman as well, please keep head over there. Make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. Please.
Guys, appreciate it.
There you go, man.
Yes, KLFC EastEnders. You heard what I said. I said what I said.
There we go, man. There we go. But look, it's been the Jerry James show, man. Catch us. Just make sure you're hitting the notification bell as well, because you'll obviously be informed of when we're dropping the preview for the Chelsea game. But you guys know already. Just follow us on the socials and everything. But look, It's been a J James show. I'm out, people. Take it easy.
Peace.